Oh man, I gotta share it out.
Before Anthony passes out from exhaustion.
Yeah, it's gonna be wild.
He won't go to bed. He'll just go and play.
No, I gotta sleep.
Look what Jeff did. He has CJ from San Andreas as Leon, and he's got the Teletubbies and your guy. Who's your guy? Chuck E. Cheese is the chainsaw guy.
Oh my god.
But CJ's stabbing the Teletubbies right in the neck.
That's perfect.
All right, let me show this out because we are live.
Yeah.
All right, we're live.
RWK, what is up? Are you disappointed? You've been playing.
So you disappeared.
We all disappeared. You haven't seen videos from me all day.
Yeah, we disappeared heavy, and we're not breaking embargoes like some schmucks. So
I don't have an embargo, so I can break whatever the hell I want.
Yeah.
Until Capcom wants to throw some cash my way, then we're good. I'll keep my mouth shut. Until then, I ain't shutting shit. They didn't pay for my copy. We are live. Okay, it's all shared out.
Wally World comes to the rescue.
We got RWK88 here. We have Carlos Gaming. We have Dreadpool. We have The Alchemist. We all went to Walmart. Did you get it, Carlos?
What a tumultuous week we've had so far, and it's only
Operation.
Wednesday.
Yeah, I was gonna say Operation RE.
Operation Raccoon Idiots. Ant seen my video of the game, and Ant. No, that's not what happened. It's quite the opposite. Liquor Sandwiches here. What's up, man? Shout out to Walmart. So here's what happened. We were in Anthony's chat. Anthony was streaming. And I was there and everyone was there. One of his buddies, Purple Herb, jumped in and goes, "Stop the stream." And I'm like, what is this idiot saying now? Because he's not going to stop his stream because one guy types that in the chat room. Well, guess what? He had a good reason because Walmart was just selling Resident Evil 4 Remake. And we all looked on the website and it was like, yeah, you can pick it up today. Like, what?
And I'm sitting there like muted and like trying to figure it out. Like, you know, I'm like talking to Callie, trying to figure it out. You know, call John, let him know. Perry's like, don't call. I'm like, I'm not calling him.
Because, you know, it's always the one idiot that calls. Like, excuse me, do you have RE4 Remake 3 days early? Oh, you don't?
Exactly.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
You know someone did that.
Then they're going to call everybody and be like, hey, everyone's trying to buy this game early. Don't sell it.
Yeah. And the thing is, too, is like, you know, Purple Herb, like, I know, like, he could have been joking, he could have been trolling, that's what I thought. But then when he was like, no, like, he sent me a picture on Discord, I was like, yo, guys, this is real. And then within seconds, like, we were all buried in trying to find a copy. Because my Walmart, like, a lot of the Walmarts near me just said sold out. So I had to go to the one that was, like, furthest away, of course.
I had Frank go. I did in-store pickup, and then I had, like, delivery for $90 from this one. I said, oh, it'll be there in 2 hours. And then it went from preparing, then it went back to order placed. And I was like, they're not bringing it here.
Yeah.
And then Frank went there, and they told him no. So my wife and I, we checked. When they told Frank no and they canceled my order here, then they started saying not in stock. But Frank's never said not in stock. But then all of a sudden on the map, like all the Walmart stores that had it were saying out of stock. And I was like, these motherfuckers are walking in and buying it. So I went to the Monroe store where we usually go to Best Buy. I went over there. My wife asked the guy because we saw the tags on the in the case. The guy's like, "Is it out yet?" And we were like, "Yes." Okay, I'll go in the back and get it. He got it, brought it out, sold it. And that was it.
It didn't stop anybody.
And it took us 100 years to get to the exit. It was like trying to escape prison, and you see the door wide open. We were like running just to get the hell out of there. It's like an airplane hangar, that Walmart. It's gigantic. As soon as we got outside, I was like, freedom. And then we took a picture, and that was it. And then on the way home, Anthony sent him his picture. He got it.
It was like in succession. It was just like Operation
Idiot
try
City.
to figure this out. Idiot City. And it was like, leave it to the Raccoon Walmart. You know, the raccoons, you know, it's like the Raccoon City the thing is too, it's like you have all these people that are saying, oh, with Capcom, and again, this is a situation where we took advantage of something. If it failed for some people, I understand it worked for some people, it didn't. This is a situation where I had to stop the stream. I basically was streaming because I didn't have it early.
Right.
So all my streams were irrelevant. At that point, if I could attempt to get it, those streams were irrelevant because I was doing that because I, wouldn't have been getting it until Thursday, right? Or that's when they were supposed to send codes that aren't review codes, that are standard codes. That's what they do. That's fine. That's why Thursday by the morning you're allowed to stream it. So we are allowed to stream our copies that we have. So yes, this is everyone hold up their do you have everyone have their copies here? We got our Xbox. All right. Oh yeah, I was gonna say just
come
me.
on, Garfield.
Harry got it. So there we go.
My disc is in the other Xbox behind me, so sorry.
But
I've
yeah.
been playing on the C1.
I was gonna say you got to play on the OLED. You have to.
I totally did because I can't stream it. I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm playing on the C1.
Just relax, turn it on, and
$500 graphics card to play it. I'm gonna play it on stream, the PC version with cheat codes. I'm almost done with it on Xbox. I'm on chapter 10 right now. RWK with a $4.99 super chat. Probably what the hell in Walmart trying to make it through the pearly gates. It felt like I was running in slow motion. And don't say because I'm fat I can't run. These guys, I cannot run these two guys. They've seen it. I'm a big guy, but I can run really fast. I'm like, fuck.
And you're...
Dude, it was like Sonic the Hedgehog trying to fucking get out of there. And he left his shoes, like, I don't know. He didn't have his fast shoes on.
I watched you grab... How big was that TV? That you
47 inch.
You grabbed the 47-inch
I'm sorry,
TV,
40,
picked it up, and
43-inch.
43-inch TV picked up and just ran into the other room like it was nothing. I'm like, holy crap.
It was like 2 weeks. It was before the party. The day before the party or something.
Yeah.
We were sitting there just talking, and then I went, and I picked it up and just ran in the other room. And the look on his face, he thought I was going to, like, hit him in the head with the TV. Like, his look was like...
He was just so quick. Like,
it's like
I didn't expect it. It's crazy.
That's awesome. I also like...
that adrenaline. Have they shipped the collector's edition, Carlos? No, because here's the thing. Carlos, they're not going to ship it on Monday, so you'll have it on Friday to play with your friends. They ship it on Friday. So you get it the next Monday.
Well, some people did get it shipped. They charged me, but they didn't ship
Here's the thing. What they do is, on Monday, they do a pending charge to make sure you have the money. Then
they put it back in your account.
They put it back in, and they take it out Thursday or Wednesday, or whenever they ship it. And then you'll hopefully get it on Friday if you're home and don't miss UPS. And if you miss UPS, you got to wait all weekend.
Oh, God.
And they get it on Monday at 10 o'clock at night.
Mine usually get to my house by like Friday evening, but like I'm already done the game at that point. You know what I mean? Like while I'm playing
the game already.
Yeah. So like I'll probably do an unboxing live or something like that.
What's good for you is now you can work on all your stuff the next couple of days, and you have the weekend to yourself. You don't have to spend the whole weekend going crazy.
Yeah, literally, I can start the 24-hour stream tomorrow and get it done on Friday, and then I can sleep, and then I can just work on my review and record footage on the weekend instead of getting it, Thursday at midnight, which would have been rough to like start a 24-hour stream at night. Like right now, like if I was like, hey guys, 24 hours starting now, you're going to be like, well, my body's used to going to bed like right now. So like starting it during the day, we're going to, 2 p.m. is going to be the starting time for tomorrow, 24-hour stream. Everyone's going to be streaming it. Capcom is giving out codes like,
I thought it was
by
Thursday
7
at
a.m.
midnight into Friday. This game comes out on Friday, doesn't it?
Well, it comes out Friday, but you could play it tomorrow if you're allowed to stream it tomorrow. Like how we said in the chat. I looked at the support today and people were asking in the Capcom support Discord, what are the, how can you do it? They said, as soon as we send out codes at 7 a.m., you can live stream it. No problem. Even if you don't like have one, it's not like they know that, oh, this is the person with the code. Like you could just play it. If you got it, you got it. It doesn't matter. That's why I didn't know the logistics or the time I was going to start until all this happened. And then I said, okay, my first playthrough is already done and recorded. Done. Like it's already done. I got to render it, but it's done. So when I go into the stream tomorrow, it's going to be focusing on hardcore mode, going into professional, potentially. We'll see. But
Good luck, motherfucker, because that game's hard on normal.
it's hard as fuck. So, but
Let me just. We're gonna talk about this game, but I really have to ask you guys. So, what do you really want to talk about?
What's more important than Resident Evil? There's only one thing.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. The 30th anniversary trailer hit last night at like 3 in the morning. And this guy was awake playing this game while he was watching.
I was gonna say everything was going down left and right. It was like everyone's favorite stuff was coming out. The 90s
are back, buddy.
That trailer, everybody go right now. Well, not right now, but when we're done with this, go watch that trailer. That
trailer was fantastic, and guess what?
I feel like most fans have already seen it. Hopefully, if you're a fan of
Power Rangers, did something that a lot of these nostalgia acts can't do. Nintendo sure can't do it. Power Rangers grew up with their audience.
Yep.
Because that trailer that I watched was not for kids, and ironically enough, it was put in the kids section on YouTube. I was like, I don't know how you get away with that one.
It's safe for kids. Don't worry.
They said unalived in the trailer that somebody is actually been unalived. Yeah. So that's pretty crazy. Dude, that trailer though.
That trailer hit on all cylinders. It was cut perfect.
They showed everything. Like
apparently there's still some surprises that they're not showing or talking about.
Well, there has to be, because we know Rita's back, but where is there's a bunch of people they could still bring back. And they showed the juice bar, which I was like, yes.
Well, that's because they're going back into the past.
Yeah, so are we going to get Bulk and Skull? They got to be there. Like, there's so many options they could do with this.
I don't know, but, you know, it's funny. If they're going back in the past, why don't they just go save so-and-so? I guess they're not working it like that.
They're gonna, I guarantee you, they're gonna show the old footage, and it's gonna be them, watching it happen.
So when Alpha goes to, bring in Rocky and Cat.
Yeah.
If you look on his computer, it says Turtle Cove, which is the turtles from the Saban, the live action. The ship from Power Rangers in Space. I forgot what the hell the name of that ship was. And it says Reefside Database or something. Reefside is from Dino Thunder.
Right.
So
yeah, he's showing it all.
Yeah, looks good. Looks really good.
And
April 19th, everybody. Netflix.
It's all the real cast, mostly, the real Alpha, the real Rita.
So, I don't know if it's the same Alpha. It sounds like him. He's Invader Zim. You know that, right?
Voice. I think it's the same guy. I'm almost positive.
Richard something. Well, there you go. We're going to have a party that day for that. We're going to have me, you, Ludwin, probably Jeff, and anybody else that wants to come watch it.
And they
come to the shop. What?
They showed Aisha finally,
and Adam.
She's gonna get a proper she's finally gonna get a proper send off and not be a child.
So listen, they are doing SPA instead of apparently it's called the something Space Academy, but that's gonna become SPD.
Oh, okay.
Power Rangers SPD was from 2000. I don't know, was it 2005?
There's something Delta, right?
And it was in the future. And there was a rumor that Jason's son was going to be an SPD, and that never happened. But that's basically the beginning of what's going to become SPD. So they got it nailed down.
They're gonna have to explain a lot, though. But
theaters? Why would it be in theaters? It's a TV show. It's like a TV movie.
Carlos is crying.
Whoa! Oh, he saw the trailer. He saw the theater.
All I could think of was Al Pacino. I may come.
Al Pacino.
So good. You have no idea.
What if he plays Lord Zed in this movie?
No, they look exactly the same. So. Yeah, we didn't get a shot of Zed, but
these days.
Well, we know he's out there somewhere, so they could totally bring him in.
I want to thank RWK once again for the 49 super chat. Thank you, buddy. And I will look for your Gears 5 Steelbook tomorrow. I have a customer tomorrow, and then when I come home, I'll look for it. It's in the basement. It's in the basement in the back room.
Did you see the Megazord? How crazy that is! Like, oh,
Yeah, you're
like,
getting
no
the OG
way.
Megazord.
Yeah, they got all the Zords. Oh, I can't
You
wait.
know, I saw something like a negative comment on Twitter about this on the Netflix post for the trailer. One guy was like, "Oh, so Zach is in the lead now, huh?" I was like, "Yeah, because Zach was the second in command. You fucking idiot."
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know, people online are so stupid. Did you watch the show?
They probably didn't even watch it and don't care.
Zach was
They just want
always
to rain on our
Jason's
parade.
second in command, and that was before Tommy showed up. And even when Tommy was there, Zach was still second in command.
Right.
It was when Tommy became the White Ranger that Jason became the second in command.
And
But
there's
that
gonna be a Green Ranger in this one too. So we'll have to see how that works.
so no, I know how it works. Basically, it's the OGs fighting in the beginning,
Okay.
but they're not going to unmask because something happens to those three OGs.
Well, we know what happens to one of them allegedly.
Right, but the other, I know what happens to the other three,
Yeah.
which
Okay.
is why they call Rocky and Cat.
Okay.
And in the trailer, you can see Alpha giving them the coins.
Right.
Let's just say Rita is collecting Rangers, and she collects those three. And I won't say any more, but it is insane.
It's gonna be so
Matthew
good.
Bones, what's up, man? How you doing? Your night's going good. Excited for RE4 remake. Well, guess what? One of us already beat the game.
Oh. wait a minute.
I pointed down.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like
My dick didn't beat it. Anthony beat it. I'm on 10. I'm on chapter 10 right now. But we'll go back to that in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, there's other news we can get into as well.
Well, we're talking about Mighty Morphin, so
yeah,
that's the most important news of all.
I mean,
time.
besides,
Most important
honestly, between that and RE, that's probably the biggest thing that probably happened in the past week. You know, it's a good time to be fans of the franchises you like. You know, for RE, it's great, and for Power Rangers, it's also good. So it's just a good thing for a nostalgic series.
Power Rangers, Resident Evil, Scream. What else is coming out this year from the 1990s?
Yeah, it's the 90s throwback right now.
I don't know, but it feels good.
No spoilers.
It feels damn good.
We're not going to give spoiler, okay? Leon fucking lives, okay? I didn't beat it. That's a spoiler.
What?
He
We're going to talk about some of the
another
mechanics
day.
in this game, though, which you shouldn't have a problem with because you're playing the game.
Yeah. We're not going to talk. We're not
And
going to.
I have a lot of fucking bad things
stuff.
to say about the mechanics in this game. So here we go. When I'm done talking about Mighty Morphin. Mighty Morphin gets my attention first. Was Scream good? It was fantastic.
You should watch it.
10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, and 10 out of 10 for all three items. Mighty Morphin's 10 out of 10, Resident Evil's 10 out of 10, and Scream is 10 out of 10. And what else from the 1990s is coming out this year? They're bringing back Frasier. Is that coming out this year?
Frasier.
They are bringing back Frasier.
That's true.
Bring back Cheers, man.
What else is coming out?
Frasier Fur, the Christmas tree.
I saw some crazy video.
It's VB. What's up, man? How you doing? Trainwreck is here.
I only watched a couple minutes of it, but some guy made
Mario
a video.
movie. That's going to be a 10 out of 10. But
Yeah,
Mario
movie.
Teenage Mutant Ninja
we're not
Turtles is
gonna-
coming out this year.
That too.
We're not going to talk about the Transformers movie. So
Nah, I
We're not
don't.
gonna talk about that.
That's okay.
They tried, but
It's a 90s. Like obviously, I mean, it goes before the 90s.
I love
but
Transformers G1. Transformers, they're great. I know
It's
you
an old
guys grew up with
property.
Beast Wars. I get that.
Right.
And that's connected to G1.
Yeah.
I was I was like an older teenager when that came out. Beast Wars really wasn't for me. I tried to watch it, but it was in 3D and it was just shit.
I liked it when I was a kid.
You guys liked it because you were kids, but I'm from the OG. But it does connect to G1, from what I'm told. So I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I mean, they always have to do something that like connects it so people can, can check it out or they want to check it out. I saw the trailer for it and I was just like, this just looks like the same.
That Turtles movie looks good,
stuff.
man.
Yeah, it's just
in like one frame a second
odd,
because they've ripped off Miles Morales
or Spider-Verse or whatever.
They want to be edgy with their art.
On
their
chapter 9, well, we're spoiling chapter 12. I'm kidding. We're not spoiling anything. We're going to talk about
No,
the
we're
mechanics.
Yeah,
You
we're gonna
guys
talk
nailed-
about just like a basic thoughts, on our first impressions, and it's gonna be a fun week for gaming because this is like my most anticipated release, so eagerly anticipated.
Well, I'm glad that you got it
Yeah,
because
thank
you got
God.
fucked over, and guess what?
I think people
Don't
were
hate
saying
the
in my
player, hate the
Discord.
game.
I was gonna say it was just the universe. It was just the universe telling us that this is just meant to happen, and thank you, Wally World. But anyway, yeah.
Thank you, Purple Herb, wherever the hell he is.
Yeah, Purple Herb, obviously, yes, thank you, and I'm gonna shout him out on the top of the stream as well tomorrow. But yeah, I'm just happy that when they do these nostalgic things, especially like remakes, it's not just based off of pure
George, what's up, man?
nostalgia. There's actual like substance, even with the Power Ranger stuff. It's like there's actual material there.
Well,
They're not
David
just trying to
Yost
say
wrote the script for this.
right. That's what
And
I'm
they
saying. Is
actually
that
listened to it. Hasbro listened to the guy.
right? It needs to be like the
Shockingly.
right people need to be there, and that's why it's great. It's a miracle when you see these things work out because you're like, finally, someone listened, and like it's the same thing. It's just like any property you like. So I'm happy that we're in this era of stuff coming back, but it's not obviously everything's to make money, but it's not just like you were just doing this just to do it. You do get that from some properties. You do
Right.
get that from reboots in some games, but it's a good feeling, especially because like I'm not a huge Power Ranger mark. I mean, I grew up with like watching the tapes that my brother had and stuff back in the day. But I mean, I'm sure if you are like diehard into that, like you guys are, like that's an amazing. Even just from the trailer that I saw, like it looked really good. So, and I'm not like obviously I'm a more casual fan as like not knowing everything about it, but I still think that that's really cool that they got all that stuff together to really make it something that connects to the other stuff as well. Like it's acknowledging that.
Yeah, because they tried the movie a couple of years ago with the reboot, and the movie
That was
alright.
just it just was lackluster. Like it didn't
It
feel
was
like it had that
WWE.
punch.
Like WWE books a
Right.
big match, and then the match falls flat at the end.
Yeah, it was kind of like that's all you guys had. We waited that long, and that's it.
It started great, but then when Goldar is literally a piece of gold
Yeah,
with no personality, I was like, dude, they
you're
nailed
already
Rita.
checking out of that. Yeah,
Elizabeth Banks is like fucking awesome as Rita.
yeah, and you guys just didn't even try to like capture that. They were like, this is a good idea. It's
And
like
then they don't know
you're
how to
bringing it back.
morph, and then they don't know how to use the Zord. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
They were relying really heavily on that sequel that didn't happen.
Yeah, because she says at the end there will be others, meaning Zed's coming.
Right.
And then they tease Tommy Oliver. He's not in class, but he's there.
Yeah,
It's
So-
like it was like the Han Solo movie. Like they're building you up to what you want to see, and then they just never made the sequel, so it was a waste of a movie.
yeah,
It's like
so,
great.
And they are gonna make a new movie, but it has nothing to do with this movie. So that movie's done. So, whatever. But I like the fact that this trailer grew up with their audience. Nintendo never grows up to their audience. They're catering to your fucking great grandkids. Nintendo. They don't care about you. They left you a long time ago. But for this Mighty Morphin thing, like they flat out just said that Rita destroyed this person without using the word destroyed, the actual word.
They actually used the word, and I was like, damn.
So there you go. And that's not the first time they offed off a Ranger on they offed a Ranger off, I think, in Space. Not In Space. Lost Galaxy or something. But it was like an instant thing. And then you saw the soul of the person. They were like, I'll be okay, guys. I'm just dead. Literally, watch it.
that's amazing.
It's because, unfortunately, the actress in real life had cancer. And they had to get her off the set. But she beat it. I think she's all right now. But they got rid of the character. I was like, man, you couldn't just write her off like she was moving away like they did a million other times.
They wrote characters off like that all the time.
Yeah, well. Barbie, Ghostbusters, and Mission Impossible?
Yeah, Ghostbusters also. That's right.
It's definitely our year.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah,
Because
talked
here's
about
the
I
thing.
can't wait for that too.
We are now the adults. So, as adults, we're bringing all the stuff back that we like.
Because they know we got money now. so we can buy the stuff and
And a lot of
go see it.
and a lot of adults too. Like some of them got
ACR, what's
families
up?
too, and like they're introducing. It's like transcending. Like it's going through generations. People are showing their kids, saying this is what I grew up with, and then they get into it. I think that's important. Like if you're trying to show people the good shit, you got to raise them right. You got to show them the good stuff. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's why I'm thankful I was surrounded by good stuff growing up, because I was like, damn, if I was surrounded by shitty stuff and I thought that stuff was good, damn, that would suck. So sometimes you got to have you got to have that, like, what you grow up with, and that kind of is what you're into, really. I mean, it's all that stuff is like, and it still holds up when you go back. Like sometimes you go back and you're like, all right, that might not held up well, but then they make like a sequel because of that franchise that's like, this is the best one. Like something like Ghostbusters, for example. We got shit on for years of like, this isn't going to happen. This isn't going to happen. Years go by, people pass away, and we finally got
I was
it.
waiting
And then
for Ghostbusters 3 before you were born.
I was gonna say, literally, yeah. Like you
Just
saw
think
the
about
second
that.
one, and you were like, "All right,
saw the
when's
second
3
one
coming
in
out?"
theaters in
like
oh god, Larchmont movie theater, where there's like no parking.
wow.
Okay, some guy got killed there too. I'm just saying.
Damn.
It was a long time ago. That's how long
But
ago it was.
you probably saw that, and you're like, "All right, maybe 3 will come out in like 4 years, maybe 3 years."
We're thinking,
like,
okay, the Ghostbusters 3 is definitely going to come out soon, right? And then, yeah, Ghostbusters 3 came out last fucking year or 2 years ago, whatever it was.
It was damn good too.
Yeah.
I don't know how they managed.
I'm almost at the end of my
make it
life here,
good.
but yes, Ghostbusters 3 is out. Fantastic, great, thanks.
So sometimes if things actually stay, I don't know, if they stick around long enough to where the right people approach it, then you get something that is worth the wait, and you're just like, that's
Aquaman.
it. That's Aquaman.
Yeah, nobody wants Aquaman, dude. What are you talking
Oh
about?
no.
I would watch The Little Mermaid instead of watching Aquaman.
What, you don't like what's his name, Jason Momoa or
Roman
whatever the
Reigns?
hell?
Nah, that's all right.
Roman Reigns.
I see him on
All
fucking
the
Mondays
ladies
all the
like
time.
him.
Yeah, you don't need to see Roman
Well, I'm
Reigns
not a lady,
twice.
so that's why I don't like him.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the one thing. Do you think any of the chicks checking out
He looks like a
Aquaman's going there
Samoan
for the
drug dealer,
lore?
this guy. Let's be honest here.
Yeah. Do you think they're going
For some
Aquaman for the story details? They're like, no, they're going for him.
They get to watch him, and their boyfriends get to see a superhero movie. So
He looks
everybody
like,
wins.
dude, he looks like a fucking magician. That's what he looks like, a magician. Who's the guy that always locks himself in the box?
Oh,
like Houdini or
David Blaine.
What's the guy's name?
David Blaine.
No, wasn't there another
Chris
crazy guy?
Angel.
Chris Angel.
He looks like Chris Angel.
He could play him in a biopic,
Mind Freak.
and that will be the end of his career.
Chris Angel's so like
Mind
he makes me like angry.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
wow, the throwback. I haven't thought about Chris Angel in like 15 years.
Let's be realistic. Who would win in a fight, the Little Mermaid or Aquaman?
Definitely the Little Mermaid.
Because they're both in the water. They probably gang wars on their turf, right?
Dude, King Triton would just stab him with the friggin' thing.
Exactly.
You motherfucker, no! No, I'm sexy!
Get out of my dick castle.
Oh, man. So, George Costa's here. How you doing? Matthew Bones is here.
Hello.
AAA Gamer is here. Metroid Prime Remaster was an A+. Yeah, we're getting really good games this year. Stevie
That was
Mac is
actually
in the
really
house.
good. That was a great remaster.
George Costa, really quick, says, you guys nailed it. 90s throwback. Exactly. I grew up in the 90s playing video games since I was 6. Well, that was most of us here.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely. All started at a young age.
RWK wants that from the lady, okay. Or the man. He can't tell, so there you go.
With that hook hand, dude.
He's still trying to figure that out.
It would have been better if gritty, dark Power Ranger movie based off the tribute with James Vanderbeek. Well, you know what? This is pretty dark. I don't know if you saw the trailer, but there is a dark moment in this trailer that's going to follow out through the rest of the episode there. By the way, there is a rumor that Billy is back for Cosmic Fury.
Oh, wow, okay.
And this kind of sets it up, but we have to watch it. We're going to watch it.
Yeah,
check it out.
we'll find out in another month.
Hellblade 2? Nobody cares about fucking Hellblade, man. Not right now.
In like 10 years, we can
Big
talk
deal.
about
They
it.
showed the girl's fucking face. Ooh, look at those graphics. Yeah, PlayStation 4 did that shit. PlayStation 3 did those graphics. I was looking for you today. Well, you failed because you were supposed to ask on Monday and Friday, and nope, you didn't do either one. So there you go.
It's almost Thursday.
It's Thursday. You didn't do either one. Too soon? Bro, I'm just asking. We will see. They showed a picture of the girl from GDC, the girl from Hellblade smiling.
Yeah, it's in the new engine.
And everyone's like, oh my god, you see the graphic? I'm like, what? We've seen these graphics before. They showed the graphics when the thing was announced.
Yeah.
This isn't new.
Wait for another like 5 years when the game actually
We'll
comes
wait
out.
another 10 years, the game will come out, it won't do as good, and then we could say, oh, well, the graphics were nice. In the cutscenes.
Yep.
Whatever.
And
I'm so off that Xbox train right now. I love Xbox, don't get me wrong, but stop talking. Show me what you got.
It's time.
Okay?
I agree.
And PlayStation, the same shit. PlayStation, they got dog shit right now. Ooh, Spider-Man. Tony Todd said Spider-Man's coming out September. Great.
He got in trouble.
Well, where is it?
It's coming out. Thank God.
Who's going to get Tony Todd in trouble? Did you see this guy? He took
I
a
mean-
photo on Instagram of his house, and he's in a fucking pool that's inside of his house.
I mean, he's in trouble.
It looked
but,
like the guy
you
was
know.
at a fucking a paradise resort, and he's home.
He rakes it in at every Monster Mania.
He don't give
that
a
he works
shit if
at.
Sony
He
gets
does
mad at
not give
him.
a fuck.
He doesn't care. They're not gonna like do anything.
And he's
to
still
him.
tall as hell. Like he still just comes out. He's like, "Yo," he's just like, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
he just has that
they
deep
ain't doing
voice. He
shit to
doesn't
Tony
care.
Todd. He's
No.
good to go, that guy.
No.
Don't forget the news today, Tony Todd. Yeah, we did. We just talked about that. There you go.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, didn't we expect a fall release anyway? Like, is that
Tony's
like that's not
crying
really a
over Red
surprise?
Balls? Red
Oh
Balls.
my
fuck?
God! All day long. I don't even want to talk about that, but we gotta kind of.
Redfall looks okay, but I don't like the design of the vampires with the long nails and shit. It looks stupid. One vampire is wearing a dress flying around, and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? It's like Sea of Thieves. The guy's nose is all curled up, and he's like, "Eh." And it's like, I don't want to play this game. It looks like shit. The
Me
characters
neither.
look like shit. Can you make people look? If Sea of Thieves, if the guys were all tatted up and look like real friggin' pirates, I would be like, okay, I'll check it out.
Right.
But when you're giving me this little kitty shit with his nose curled up into 20 different fucking roles, it's like, I don't want to play this. I really don't. And the guy's skinny, but his head is fucking gigantic.
No, I don't want to play it.
I don't
either,
want to
but
play that shit, man.
all day long.
Yo, they should have
all
made that
the-
for Nintendo. Put that
Yeah.
on the Switch. I want to play Gears of War, man, and Halo, and like gritty games like that. I don't play little kids' games.
It's like a waste of a game.
Redfall
to
looks
make
good,
that
but I mean,
art
the enemies look like shit. Imagine if in Wolfenstein the guy's nose is all curled up and he's got a big head and he's tall
And
and
it's
he's
like-
got like no legs and he's skinny and everything. Like, what the hell are we doing here?
Oh my God! I would not play it. Could you imagine what that game's subject matter if the characters looked like that? How stupid that would be! Like that would be so bad.
Oh.
Redfall's too cartoony looking, yeah. I haven't seen Redfall gameplay. There's like 20 minutes of Redfall gameplay out there. Fortnite beat out the gate, so to go back and redraw. Sony got ponies hyped for Spider-Man. Spider-Man's gonna be good,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
but
gonna
that's
be
the only game they got coming out. Whereas
That's
Xbox
literally
has
it.
a bunch of games coming out. Whether you like them or not, we're making fun of them right now. I'm sure Redfall is going to be good, but I don't like the enemy graphics. I think they look crappy. And it's like, if I don't care about this guy, why would I care? But we'll see. I'll play it on Game Pass.
I don't know if it's gonna be able to hold up. Like that looks like a game people are just gonna.
They're saying it's not Back for Blood, but it looks like Back for Blood.
Yeah, it's very. You just have vampires, right? It's just like it seems like it has that co-op.
I think they're saying that so people don't not play it.
Right.
And then when they play it, they're going to be like, wow, it's like Back for Blood. I was right.
That's why they're really pushing. Like as of
Maybe
today,
it's
I was
not. We
reading all
don't know.
this
We
stuff.
haven't played it yet.
They're really pushing single player, and they want to like remove the like the always
I heard
online.
that they want to
feature.
remove the always online thing but again, it's too late.
Right.
The minute that got out, it's all people. They didn't learn from the Xbox One.
They'll never be able to go
They
back.
got rid of it 2 weeks later, but it was fucking too late. The minute that it's in people's minds, it's over, baby. Microsoft needs to fucking keep that shit in an NDA. Instead, Microsoft's like, yeah, I can always be online. It's like, stop saying this stuff. When you say that stuff, people are like, oh, always online, I'm not playing it. Even though we're always online to play everything else, right? PlayStation, you're always online, right? Because you got PSN and you don't use it. Because none of those games have multiplayer, right?
But they're dumb
They're all
too
full of
because they pushed in all the trailers like, look, it's co-op. You can play with your friends. Now that people are like, oh, it's just
It's
like Back 4 Blood.
People are
They're like,
no, it's not. It's not. It might
yeah,
not
now
be,
they're trying
but
to.
It's too late.
Right. They're trying to now at the final hour they're trying to be like, "Oh, look, it's so fun in single player." It's like, dude, it's too late, man. We ain't playing it. Like
They
you could
step
do what
into
you
their
want.
own puddle of shit.
Yeah.
Sony got ponies hyped for Spider. I read that. Watched some of it. I'll check it out on Game Pass. I'm not impressed. Yeah, I'm with you on that one, man. I'll check it out on Game Pass. Maybe I'll like it. And by the way, shout out to Dreadpool because he streamed Exoprimal, the beta. Game looks fucking good. We all wrote it off, even last week. We wrote it off as dead on arrival. That game looks pretty good.
It's a little complicated, but it's all right. Looks all right.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't.
I want to thank Dreadpool for
million...
streaming it because I watched it. I was like, holy shit, the graphics look really good.
Yeah,
And
I mean, it's on the RE engine,
fun.
so it's one of those things where it's like I had a lot of chances to play the. I had a lot of chances to play the closed beta through the creators thing, and I never did. But I might request a code. I won't do a review code, but I'll just request like a standard code and maybe check it out. You know what I mean?
It's on Game Pass. Again, you don't need a code.
Well, that's if like I actually like want it. You know what I mean? Just to have it, because I mean it's free. So
it's very focused. It's like Overwatch, where you have to have certain classes. Like you can't just go in and start shooting stuff. It's very like
it's more like you have to be ready for your objectives, like and the dinosaur stuff. And I'm just like, damn, they have all these assets and still no Dino Crisis, but that will come down the road.
Yeah, in another 20 years when I'm not here anymore, you'll get Dino Crisis remake. You are all breathtaking. Well, there you go. Says Dreadpool.
Throw back to Keanu Reeves, right?
Oh yeah, that's right.
You're
he
breathtaking.
Said that on the stage. You, sir, are sexy. Oh, I didn't say that, Keanu.
Because a grown-ass man was freaking out about Cyberpunk. He was like, oh.
I can't wait to play it broken.
Imagine being that excited that you just had to call a man like sexy while he's on stage. You know?
He couldn't hold it in.
Yeah, it's like, dude, it's just the game. Like, it's and it was delayed multiple times, so it didn't even come out when it said it was. So
Dreadpool is turning.
I was gonna say he turned heel all of a sudden.
Game Pass is on life support for many games.
Damn. I mean, some of them, but not all of them.
I mean, I'll give PlayStation one thing is at least PlayStation, they're starting to put a lot of their own shit on there. You know what I mean?
They got a long way to go.
They do, but they still at least have like new shit. You know what I mean? Like they are like trying to put new shit on there.
Day and date, buddy. That's gonna happen.
Yeah, they're going there.
They got to.
If they're already putting their stuff on there, that
he's turning.
I mean, he's being realistic.
Jim Ryan got to him. How much did he offer you?
Who goes there?
Guy was spanking it right away on the spot when he saw Keanu walk out. Yeah, it was Jeff.
That's what it sounded like. Yeah, it was Jeff.
Hey, Keanu, what are you doing later?
Hey, me and Kojima, we're gonna be hanging out later.
Well, Purple Herb, thank you so much, buddy. Appreciate it.
Yo, what's up, buddy?
Thank you for dropping the info. We both got our copies right here because of you. Thank you.
We shouted you out at the top of the show. Thank you.
And just so you know, Purple Herb, you got 2 Walmart employees fired because we got these copies.
Damn.
Only in America.
Only in Wally World, Perry. Really.
Well, what's good about Walmart is that they hire bodies.
They don't care what the fuck
Sure.
they're
They don't know
selling.
what the hell you're talking about. They don't care. They're like, oh, you want that? Yeah, I'll just go get it in the back.
That's it.
The
They
guy
just
in the
want to
fishing
continue to
section
do what
gets you
they're
the
doing.
games.
Yep.
Nobody knows
Yep.
nothing.
And
it could
if it lets
backfire
you,
though.
Not like
like it
GameStop
did for
where
me.
You're not supposed to buy that right now. It's not out yet. I can't sell to you unless you pre-order it.
but yes, it could backfire like in Frank's.
Did you pre-order
position.
exclusive GameStop underwear? With shit
Yeah,
stains in it?
For some reason, at my Walmart, they have a elderly woman working in the game section. So
Holds you up
she
like
didn't know what I was
Creamcast
talking-
guy? Fuck Creamcast guy. Sweet bro. And damn for real, yeah. I'm sure they got fired. That's good. 88. Hope you're doing good. Yes, sir. Well, there you go. AAA Gamer LL ruining lives out there. And Dreadpool got the money. Okay. The money dropped from Big Jim. Big Jim Ryan. All right. Usually Street Day products in Walmart system. Yes, but this didn't. And that was probably Walmart's fault or Capcom's fault. Obviously, the box that they were in didn't have it either. Because this guy went in the back, took it out of the box, and brought it right out.
I think you were right that the system probably thought it was a Tuesday release by accident.
I think that's what happened because you could pre-order it on the website, but do in-store pickup for that day, that same day.
Right.
So I knew a person who sold it. Oh well, there you go. No harm, no
Oh,
foul.
there you go.
So you made us risk all of our lives, Purple Herb, when you had an inside man. I guess Denzel Washington works at Walmart now. He's the inside man.
He knew he was going to get his copy anyway,
Yeah.
so he didn't care.
Yeah, no, that was a crazy moment. I took down the stream, but I still have it. Like I still have it like private, but like I still have that moment where like
here's where you screwed up.
I can
You should have
highlight it.
privated that stream the second you went offline. This way, no one else can run out and go get it.
I mean, I kind of did while I was like, I mean, I was at the one store and I just did it from the YouTube studio, so I kind of did. It wasn't up for long, you know, but it was incomplete, which is why I took it down because I was trying to do Leon B, and then I was gonna stream Resident Evil 3, and so it just sounds weird if you go back and watch the Claire A. I'm like, yeah, guys, I'm gonna be doing this, and that, but like, if you know, you know, like if you're in the channels, like you know, if you watch all the streams, you know what's going on, and that was an instance where like, yes. That was a stop the stream situation.
Well, people
absolutely.
People on Reddit were like, "Yeah, they didn't store pickup," but when I got there, they came out and told me that they couldn't sell it. And then
I feel like it was
said,
all wishy washy, right? Like it was like some did it and some didn't.
Well,
Clearly.
then another guy said the same thing happened to him, so he just got out of his car, went in there, and bought it off the shelf. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Always
that's why
try.
when you were streaming and you picked up the phone, I was like, "No, don't call.
No.
Don't alert them."
No, I was giving
Because you
John
might talk to
the
that
heads
one
up.
asshole who will be like,
Oh, that doesn't come out. I'll go make sure that this doesn't happen.
it's like, dude, you're being noble for a retail business. Like, come on.
In mine, it wasn't on the shelf, so and the lady had no idea what she was doing, so I was screwed. But as long as you guys
I
got
thought
it,
you died, dude. We have been not streaming. We've been playing the game. We've been trying
Just
to get
off.
some sleep.
Just off the grid, trying to get sleep. It's been it's like I'm trying to play catch up because if I got it a week ago, I would have been a-okay. But it's like now you get it and you're kind of fumbling the ball. You're like, fuck, I gotta get this thing, but I gotta try to like roll it out the way I want to. So, but you know, it's all good. The universe has a funny way of
now,
working
Anthony,
out.
now Purple Herb made us aware of the situation. You need to donate to that man $50 in his live stream.
Yes,
And
exactly.
he has to take his shirt off for you.
Yeah. Hey, whenever he live streams, I got him.
So,
But
you're in
yeah,
trouble
no,
now,
that's the
Purple
thing.
Herb.
Yeah, and he does content too. So if you ever live stream, you know. But yeah, no,
Let's hope nothing else is purple under there.
Oh no,
gross.
it's Walmart sometimes the wild wild west, and you don't know what you're gonna get. And this was a situation where some of us won, and I don't know. I just think that that's kind of wild. That you know,
Did you
you
play it
had
all the way
something like
through?
that happen.
Anthony beat it. I'm on chapter
I beat
10.
it today at like 8:30 p.m. somewhere around there. I was trying to finish up before. I was trying to finish it so I can sleep before we came on here, but that didn't happen because it is a long game. I mean, if people complain about 3 being short, yeah, this is a long game.
It's a long game, but they
Especially if you
seem to
do the side
streamline a
missions.
lot of it.
They
to
did
where-
streamline it.
to where it
Absolutely.
like makes sense.
Yeah, they kind of tightened up some sections where you're like, okay, that just flows better now. Like we're going back to the original. You might be like, ooh, yeah, that doesn't really work that well.
Well, I'm going to
Um,
talk about. We're going to get into it now. We're not going to spoil the fucking story or anything, but we're gonna
No,
talk about
because there
some of
are
the-
changes. Right, there
we're
are
gonna talk about
changes
some of
they
the
made.
mechanics here.
Yeah,
Just real quick.
go ahead.
So it's much longer than 2 and 3 remake. Like it's gonna probably take me all weekend, right? It's
Yeah,
not
I'm
like I
already
could beat
6
it in a
hours.
day.
I'm more than 6 hours in now because I'm on chapter
Okay.
10.
So it's probably like
I ended at 6 hours last night on chapter 5 or whatever.
oh okay, yeah, so it's long. All right. Just wondering.
Yeah, and
Go
the
ahead.
side missions are cool too. You know that keeps it. But they're not like crazy side missions. They're just kind of objectives you do for the merchant. But the exploration is really cool. You take your time. There's files. There's puzzles. Like it's a very it's a very straight, like Perry said, streamlined game. But then for the people that like to explore, you can. And if you don't want to and just ignore that shit, then that's
there's
cool
plenty
too.
to
The
do.
game works with you. You know, especially if you're on like an easy mode, you can just kind of just chill. And yeah, it just, I mean, first of all, it looks great on the Series X. I mean, I only played it in 1080. Perry played it on the OLED. How did that look on there?
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Absolutely
I mean, that's,
fantastic, gorgeous.
I mean, you played the demo on there probably, but this is the final
I
version of the
played
game,
the
you know.
C. I'm on the C1 right behind me. I know Garfield is behind me, but behind
Yeah.
the green screen's a 65-inch C1 OLED.
Yeah.
This game looks beautiful on there. Fantastic. I didn't play downstairs on the C2, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Now my problems with this game, there's a few problems that I don't like.
Okay.
They lied about the Ashley mechanic because they were like, "Oh yeah, nah, it's not as annoying as 1, bro. That shit's annoying." You have to go. She gets hurt. You have to go hit R2, and Leon takes his sweet fucking time picking her up when I'm getting hit with fireballs. Okay, so that's 1 strike. Strike 2, she screams at the top of her fucking lungs when they said that she wasn't gonna do that shit. Well, guess what she does? Even when I get killed, she goes, "Ah!" It's like, shut the fuck up. I'm already pissed I got killed. Now I gotta hear this girl scream in my ear. Whatever happened to you just get killed and the person looks at you like, and then it just goes to black and then you start again.
Everything's got to be dramatic.
Yes, I know. She is completely over dramatic. Leon, even though I have everything maxed out with reload, he takes fucking forever to reload. Okay? I'm trying to run around and reload, and a boss, not a boss, just a regular person comes up to me and kills me because I'm in the middle of trying to reload my gun. Even though I have it on, like, I bought all the max reload. I maxed out all my reloads. I don't like how certain guns aren't in the slots. You have to go into the suitcase because if you're in the middle of a fight and you run out of ammo, I'm on normal. I'm running out of ammo like crazy. Even if I craft them, it's not enough.
I played on standard
There's-
for my first one as well,
yeah,
so that would be normal.
There's
Yeah.
barely any health. And then the shopkeeper, the merchant, he barely has any first aid sprays. And he even makes a joke. I don't have these all the time. It's like, no shit. I fucking know.
Yeah, and the OG RE4, you would buy 1, and then you might be able to buy 2, and then he wouldn't have them for like a while.
You can't
so they
even buy
kinda kept
2.
with that.
You only can
Yeah.
buy 1.
Or
As
when
I-
it's available.
Because
Yeah.
that's what I've experienced so far. And besides that, man, I don't think there's any other issues I have with it. Oh, Leon runs like an old lady. Like, I'm trying to run, and it feels like he's in slow motion. And I'm like, just fucking run, man.
Yeah,
And some of the bosses are fucking cheap because they'll throw shit at you, and there's no way you could dodge it. Even if you hit the dodge button or whatever, you're getting hit. That's what's kind of annoying. Besides that, I don't have an issue with the game. I think as a remake, it's probably a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, dude, this is it's wild, playing it and you're like, damn, I'm actually playing this because
I'm playing on
I remember
hardcore and it's
playing
not
the
bad.
original.
Well, guess what? I have a heart condition, okay? If I play on hardcore and start screaming and yelling, I'm dead. So I'm trying not to play on hardcore. I'm playing on normal.
Yeah, you don't got to worry about
and you
that.
can play the game, but it's frustrating, and that's what I don't like. But I'm almost done with it, and when I'm done with it, I'm playing that bitch with cheat codes because that's what we're doing.
Yeah, we took advantage of an early situation, and sometimes you got to play it legitimately, in those situations. And
I'm only playing it legit because I got it.
that's what I was saying.
I'm not sitting on it, I'm
and
playing
then
it.
when you get the cheats, you'll be like, oh, I know what to do.
I was
Be
gonna do the
boom.
cheats first, like for Village. I ran through the game with cheats,
Right.
and then I realized, okay,
I remember that.
the game's not that bad. And then I beat it like 6 more times on Xbox without cheats because I knew where to go. I knew what was going on. But now I'm doing it backwards. But now when I have cheats on, because I'm going to be finished with this game tonight. When I have cheats on, come Friday, it's time to let it rip and have fun. And I'm going to stream that.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Like I said, tomorrow is when everyone can.
I bought a 3070
stream
for this bitch. In this computer next to me. Not my computer, it's got a 3080. But this computer right here. This Threadripper 1950X. I put a 3070 in here and that game runs beautifully. So it is time to rock and roll, bitch.
Rock and roll and strut and stroll. And yeah, that's what's cool, man. I mean, I'm happy that everyone's going to be playing. Obviously, the only other thing that comes out this week is Last of Us on PC. So that also comes out. So there's really
Right. Yes.
There's not much else coming out like after this week. So this is a pretty pretty awesome. Well, I mean, obviously there's Redfall, but that's what, like May.
Last of Us made a dumb decision. You're coming out the week after Resident Evil.
The week of, right? Aren't they? Isn't it coming out this
28th.
Friday? The 28th.
So that's what, Tuesday? Or is it next week?
That would be
When's the 28th?
Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday.
Why? Did you really want to go up against Resident Evil, see where you would fall?
Yeah, it's like it's gonna come out top dog because it's like people have been waiting for this shit.
I will
this
say
is gonna
this.
be Capcom's highest selling game, I think. Period. This game, I think this is gonna break some records, man.
I will say this: fuck the original Resident Evil 4. This game tops all that.
This is just perfect. It's just streamlined, man.
Yep.
Like,
it's beautiful. Alchemist with a $5 super chat. I haven't
Thank
played
you, Alchemist.
RE4 yet. I already know the problems I've had from walkthroughs, and we'll go into more detail when the game comes out and I play. Yeah, don't worry about it. Shrek in Evil 4, baby. Yes, if there's a Shrek mod day one, that's how we're playing.
Oh
that's
my God.
amazing. Yeah.
I
Go
will
check out that video on this
I will
channel if
change
you
all
guys
that.
haven't.
MLB The Show comes out on the 28th as well. Yep.
Oh, right. Yes. That's in
On
there.
Game
Yeah, the Steelbooks
Pass.
are in Best Buy. Also, my buddy who works at Best Buy literally says that they have so many PS5s they don't know where to put them.
Oh,
So
what
I'm
happened? I
just-
thought
I'm
everyone
just
was buying
saying-
those.
I'm just saying that, Perry. Like, I'm just saying
Don't
this
you
is
want to
like
play the
my buddy's
shittier
doing that
version of
today.
RE4?
Yeah,
No VRR?
yeah. So that's just letting that be known.
Can I ask you something? Everyone says the controls on the Xbox version are borked. I don't experience that.
I had no problems.
I'm playing the game and it plays like the fucking other games.
The only thing I changed was I made this the parry button instead of LB because I hated doing this every time I wanted to parry. I just kept doing this, so it's easier to just like deflect.
I haven't changed shit. I've just been playing out the gate. No problems.
But that's just, again, there is options that I think is fine for everybody. You can even turn it on to the original control scheme, which I don't know why you would want to do that for this game, but you could do it. And that's just comes to show that they have options for people. So, to take a look at what you can adjust if you need to.
I'm playing on PS. Okay, Liquor Sandwich. It's been fucking proven, my man, even by Digital Foundry, that the PS5 version has lesser resolution and that the game does not have VRR support. This motherfucker has higher resolution and VRR support. So I'm tired of this shit. You have a PC, my man. I'm not just throwing shit out there to throw it out there. That's a fucking fact. By the boys at Digital Foundry, who are PlayStation fanboy guys, just to let you know.
Yeah, they're always fanboys.
They have twice in their video. They have 2 videos on this whole thing. And they said the same thing twice. But they've been saying, oh, the Xbox has shitty controls. Anthony and I are playing it. We don't see that.
I haven't had any. I played for 12. My first playthrough took me 12 hours. I haven't had any problem with the controls.
So that's
You
what
know
I'm
I mean?
trying to tell you. So it's
But-
not like you're trying to tell me, oh, well, I haven't had any problems. It's a fucking fact that the game runs at a lower resolution with no VRR. Get over it. Or buy this game. Or buy it on PC.
Well, the PC is definitely, I think when people looked at the demo, I mean, just looking at your streams, it looked
No, but
awesome.
I want to say this, though. If you're buying the PlayStation 5 version, and this goes for anybody, you're getting a lower resolution product with no VRR. You have to understand that. That is a fact.
Right.
Okay?
No, you just want to let people know before they
So
spend
it's not
their
like
money
I'm
on
just
it.
saying that to be a dick.
Right.
There's a reason why me and this guy bought it on Xbox.
Right.
Okay?
I had a
wanted that
hunch
fucking
too when I got the
VRR.
collector's edition. I was like, let me just get the Xbox collector's edition. You know what I mean? Just because I was like, I got 3 remake on Xbox, but it ended
Right.
up working
When
out.
PlayStation
because-
grows a pair of fucking balls and they put VRR in their actual console, great. Until then, I don't want to hear it. We're not just taking a shit on them to take a shit on them.
Right.
So it is what it is.
And I'll have both versions. I'll play it on
when
the
fucking
PS5.
Village came out,
Well.
it looked like dog shit on the Xbox One.
Oh yeah.
What
Yep.
you know? Like I'm telling you the truth right now. I played it on every version to make sure what it looked like. It
That's
looked
what
like
I'm
shit
gonna
on the
do with this
PS4 as
too.
well.
Right.
But let's face it, it looked worse on the Xbox One.
Because when I hook my dad up with a copy, I'll be able to check it out on the PS5. So I'll do that as well, just to have intel on that version.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm not. Listen to me. I have a PC and I have an Xbox. You know, I have a fucking Xbox and a PC, so I can play third-party games in better fucking quality.
Right.
The games I play on PlayStation 5 are their fucking games. Okay?
But when you have everything, you have an option to jump to which
right,
one
I can
is
do
the better
whatever I
one.
want. But the bottom
Right.
line is, they said that this version sucked. So I went with the other version. That's why I bought the fucking Xbox. That's why I've been buying Xbox since 2002. Because
Yeah.
I want the better version of the game.
But what we're bringing up right now is important for people to just think about if they own both machines and they're looking to see which one to buy or
Play it on
pre-order,
whatever
or
you
maybe
want,
they're
but
not-
the fact is that this has VRR and the other one doesn't. That's why I
right.
bought it.
Yeah, enjoy it however you want, but there's just
But
differences
when
between
you tell me that
each
there's
port.
no difference and there's no issue, it's like, bro, it doesn't have VRR and it has a lower resolution. That's just
Yeah,
a
when you're
fact.
rocking these 4K setups, it's a big deal.
It's a big fucking deal.
It's a big deal.
Now, if you have
You
a
know what I
Vizio
mean?
TV or a fucking Element TV or a fucking what was it, Insignia TV, go
Right.
grab whatever copy you want.
Yeah, people that got OLEDs, people that got surround sound, they got a lot of this stuff. It's just like you want to play it in the best way you can, especially if you're a fan. You know,
Well, I'm going to also give you an Elite controller for free, so there you go. So when you break it in like one day, you let me know, Anthony.
an Elite controller.
Yeah, the Elite controller, the V2. I'll give you the V2, brand new in the
Oh, no.
box. Because I've had like, what does I have? I got the Elite V1 white and black, no issues. I have the Elite V2 black, white, and the Halo one, no issues. But I'll give you one, and you see if you can break it.
Well, it's funny because Callie actually wants one because she's tired of switching the batteries because she's starting to get
guess
into
what?
the Xbox controller.
I got my
getting
Halo
used to it.
controller, and I'm already 11 hours in without changing my batteries
That's
Damn.
awesome.
on the Duracell batteries that it came with.
That's awesome.
And it still says I got full bars. It'll go down when it starts to fucking wear out, but
Yeah, she's getting used to the Xbox controller, which is cool because she's always used to
Excuse me.
Nintendo and the handheld stuff. So I'm happy that she's getting used to the
got my
the
numlock
controller.
keypad ready for the cheats.
Oh, nice.
I got
That's
a blue
awesome.
one for my computer, and I got this. They don't make the blue anymore, so I got the multicolored black.
That's
we
cool.
have that
The
full
Alienware.
keyboard inside. That's so funny. The same thing, but the whole keyboard.
Well, this keyboard and the other keyboard don't have numlock keys, and you
Right.
can use the function key, but it doesn't work properly, so I just buy these things.
Yeah.
These things are like $18.
By the way, real quick, don't forget, if you're getting it on PC and you didn't buy it yet, you can get the deluxe edition on CD keys for like $54 and the regular one for like $45.
Yep.
And it's legit. So
There
I'm
you
just
go.
waiting
I've
for
been
them to
using
email me
CD
my
keys
key.
for over 10 years, no issues.
Oh, my chair.
Still,
Yeah,
he is streaming
jeez.
for 24 hours. Don't worry. Make sure you buy the right TV with the features. The
That's what
TV
it is,
good to
man.
go.
HDMI 2, like even I don't have 2.1, but when I get an OLED, I'll, whenever that is, I'll get the most current thing,
If
and then
you
I'll
have
have
the money,
120.
get yourself a PS5 or a computer, and you'll see the big difference. Or get an Xbox Series X.
That too.
It's the world's
It
most
depen-
powerful console.
You could do,
Here's the thing. I
again,
like all games, but I'm sick and tired of this PlayStation horse shit. Okay? If you like PlayStation, great. I like PlayStation. But I'm sick
We
of
all like
hearing,
PlayStation.
I'm sick of hearing about it. Nobody likes Xbox. Just shut up. Okay, let Xbox go away. And then you have PlayStation. And then PlayStation's going to charge you $150 for games. Because they don't have a
It's-
competitor. But
right.
they can compete with Nintendo. Nintendo's not in the same ballpark, okay? Have you been playing Nintendo? Nintendo's in the
No.
corner fucking whacking off while these guys are fucking banging hot chicks. Okay? That's the
Hey, don't
fucking
talk about
difference between
Nintendo like that.
Nintendo and fucking... Well, what's Nintendo really fucking doing?
I mean, you're not wrong.
They
Yeah,
said
you're
the
not-
other day that Tears of the Kingdom is going to be... the gameplay is going to blow away everybody. It's like, it's the same fucking game as the
It's
last
exactly the
Yo,
same.
I'm not trying to change the subject. I know we'll get to it, but I know Nintendo has to be on the
one.
docket
Xbox is better for back...
because.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying. I heard some crazy shit, but I'm sure we'll talk about it later. Go back to what you
Xbox
were
is better
saying.
for backwards compatibility alone. It's fire. Exactly.
Yeah. And the frame boosts, man. It's like you can't beat it.
RWK was
You
was
can make
blown
fun of their
away
first
when
party
he played
lineup all you
Operation.
want, but they got some heavy hitters, and you know what? They're buying everybody. Activision Blizzard, they got Bethesda, they're gonna buy more companies. They're gonna
Yeah.
own everything. And they're gonna make those games fucking awesome. So, and I don't want to hear this shit. Well, they have to buy them. Sony does it. Sony bought a lot of their companies, bro.
Microsoft is using
They
daddy's
just
money.
bought Bungie. They bought fucking Naughty Dog. They bought all these companies from all these developers. So I don't want to hear it. They're doing exactly what Sony did 30 years ago, buying everybody out. And Nintendo's bought some companies out.
Right.
That's true.
So that's what they do. They consolidate.
They're using daddy's money to buy it.
You know, I find that funny. Like in WWE terms, they like look, AEW fucking sucks now. Like, all right, but I always hear, "Oh, Tony Khan's using daddy's money." It's like, well, what money is Triple H using?
Yeah, yeah.
His fucking daddy's
Where does
money.
this stop? Yeah, where does this
Because
stop?
I don't
with all
remember
these
Triple
guys?
H coming in there and have more money than McMahon and go, "Hey, I'm gonna wrestle here," and then when I decide to fucking bang your daughter, I'm gonna fucking pay for everything. I don't fucking remember that. He didn't even pay for his own wedding.
I remember that.
Okay? So, enough of that shit. Ooh, he's using daddy's money. They're all using daddy's money. That's how it works. Vince used daddy's money.
Yeah, that's
Vince
true.
bought the company from his father, and guess what? He bought it in payments, and he used the grosses from the houses to pay his father. It's not like Vince walked in there and like, "Dad, yeah, I'm just going to give you $5 billion for the fucking company." "Oh, all right, yeah, you can have it." No. He was like, "Yeah, I'm broke, but I'll take it over, and I'll make payments to you every month."
Oh man.
Daddy's money.
They all use
Daddy's
daddy's
money.
money.
That's like the stupidest
So
thing
if
I've
you're
ever
gonna
heard
say
in my
about
life.
one guy, you gotta roll it all out.
Right.
So there you go. All that argument is like done. But
It's
yes,
just funny.
play on the console you want to play as, but don't tell me that there's no issues.
The thing is like it
And
wasn't
there
like
shouldn't
this in
be
the
issues.
early.
The fucking machine costs you $500, bro. It should have VRR. It should have the fucking higher pixels.
You're right.
And the fire. It should have
True.
the fire. Like I just misspoke. There's no reason why the competitor should have all that, and they don't. Sony is number one. Why doesn't their console perform like it's number one? Why is
And
it
back
like it's
in
smeared
the-
Vaseline on the fucking game? Can I ask that? Exactly, right? Nobody can fucking answer me. So until they act like these guys, I don't want to hear it. But don't worry, you're getting that pro console next fucking year, right? With Slim.
It's the Slim. Mark my words.
The Slimmy Slim.
It's gotta be.
They're gonna make the Pro before the Slim. What sense does that make?
Imagine if they made a Pro and it's even bigger. You need like a
PS5
truck.
Pro ain't happening, buddy. That's the Slim.
Nope.
And if it does happen, they ain't gonna patch this game. Oh, Far Cry got patched. Far Cry 5 got patched on Xbox and PlayStation to include 4K 60. Guess what? The 4K 60 is only on fucking Xbox. PlayStation got the patch for 60 FPS, but they didn't get the resolution.
Nope.
Figure that one out, right?
They just don't care. Like
That's what I'm
that's
saying. If
their
you have a
mentality.
PlayStation, you need to tweet at someone and be like, yo, why is Far Cry gimped? So they could be like, oh, we'll figure that out. We'll fix it. And then they fix it. That's what you need to do as PlayStation people.
That's always their
But
mentality.
don't fucking
though,
tell
to
me
not-
that Xbox sucks and PlayStation's better when it's half the fucking resolution. I mean, come on. Big fucking deal. God of War's on it. You play the game and you're done fucking playing it after one run. Okay? I don't want to hear it. Everyone's buying multiplats on that shit.
They never want to go back to stuff. Like even Bloodborne, they just won't touch it. Like once something's an old game, they're like, bye. Like
PS5
that's
gets
it.
better thermal paste. Yeah, well, it's got the liquid metal. So there you go. Yeah, I stopped playing God of War also, Ragnarok.
You didn't
I
miss
just got
much.
I got bored of it, but I'm gonna go back to it and finish it. I think for the anniversary, I will. Myself, I can't get mad over video games. At the end of the day, it's just a piece of plastic. I'm a Sony's fan. Always has been. If you like Xbox, more power. But here's the thing. Why don't you like all video games? Because I can't not like all video games. I can't buy one thing and say, yeah, I'm not buying the other one. If I buy this PlayStation, I'm like, well, I gotta get Xbox. Well, I gotta get the Switch. That's what I don't understand about people. And I don't want to hear this shit, well, I don't have money. I didn't have money growing up and I had them all.
Yeah, I mean, when I grew up, it was like we just ended up having a lot in the household over time. We might have not gotten the console right
Well, what's
when it
different
came out.
taste about it? It's a fucking box that plays games. You just said it's a piece of plastic. So who cares? That's what
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
saying. Like people,
well,
they like make this shit up in their head that they don't need the other one. But it's like, bro, if you like games, you should play all the games. Who gives a
Yeah,
shit?
well, yeah. I mean, you could always. I got introduced into stuff like
I bought
as
Game Boy, Game Gear. I
Right.
didn't say, oh yeah, well Game Boy's better because it has more games. Game Gear's in color, but the battery's fucking die in 5 minutes. I was like, I gotta have it all. I gotta play it. I can't not do that. And I don't understand how people have a fucking mentality like they're taking sides in a fucking war. Like you guys said, it's video games. It's a piece of plastic. Enjoy the fucking games. Even if you're a PlayStation guy, maybe you want to play Halo. Maybe you're like, you know what? I want to jump on Halo. Game Pass is a fucking $1. That's the whole thing. And that's another thing, too. PlayStation guy, well, Game Pass sucks because it's renting. Guess what we fucking did, bro, in the 90s? We rented games.
Yeah.
We didn't buy any fucking games.
And
Did
you
the
could
fucking
jump
industry
on-
crash because of it and fucking fall on its ass? No. The industry's a fucking juggernaut right now. And you got idiots
Yeah.
saying Game Pass is renting. Or it's going to destroy developers. Really? Because I guarantee you developers had less fucking money in the 90s than they do now.
Yeah,
Like,
Big
I don't want to
time.
hear that shit. I don't want to hear that. That's all bullshit. Listen,
Yeah,
what
I
do
mean-
you care for? It's a fucking $1 to subscribe and get 1,000,000 games.
and you can play it on PC. You don't even need an Xbox for it.
That's what I'm saying. You can play anywhere you want.
Yeah. So
But
it's just easy. It's easy now. It's easier nowadays to jump into these
But
things.
that's what I'm
Easier.
saying. Like, I don't
You know?
understand this console war bullshit. It's like people have it in their fucking heads that, oh, I don't like that one because of that reason. Or, oh, all the people I know have it. Well, what about you?
Right? Because in
You
15
like
years,
to
when
play
there's no,
games, right?
yeah,
If you're
it's
saying,
like,
oh, I only buy Sony because of their exclusive, then you're a fucking idiot. I'm sorry. You're a fucking idiot.
well, here's the
You
thing.
don't like video games. You like Sony as a brand. Okay? Which is stupid. If you like games, you like games. You can prefer the PlayStation over the Xbox. That's fine. I don't have an issue with that.
Yeah, it's like you know, you can.
But don't
the thing
fucking
is,
don't talk shit about another console when you haven't even fucking played it, bro.
well, that's
what
the
I'm
thing
so
too.
sick of that bullshit. Go ahead.
It's that No, I was just saying it's that bullshit mentality. I think that like a lot of times when people they shut everything down, it's like, dude, in 15 years we're not even going to be playing on consoles. We'll be streaming the games from
In
like a
15
TV.
years, there won't be consoles. I think
Yeah.
natively they'll be PC. They're
They'll
always
be
going to
native
be PC because
PC,
Nvidia ain't
right?
fucking shutting that down. They want that money for those cards. But
But
yes,
it's like we're
Microsoft
on
is
that
laying
whole
the
last
groundwork
stretch.
for fucking streaming
Yeah.
in another 10, 15 years. And all these people, my physical, you better buy this while you can now, okay? If you like collecting these, great. But guess what? These are going away sooner than you think. Okay? It's going to be digital and it's going to move right over the fucking streaming. And yeah, the streaming thing's going to suck because you won't be able to own this thing physically in your hands. But guess what? Limited run games will probably sell you an empty case so you feel better about yourself. Fucking right.
Yeah, or a steelbook. Yeah.
But people need to understand this shit's going to change. Everything changes. Everything is streaming. I can't buy a floppy drive. You know what I have to fucking buy now? A fucking USB stick. Because they fucking turned the floppy drive into USB stick. They're turning the USB stick into fucking Google Drive. So eventually it's all going to break down. Nobody thinks of that. People are like, oh, they're taking my discs away. Bro, it's just the same data that you download is the same data on the disc. The disc that they use, it's like it costs them 2 cents. You're not buying a high quality fucking product here.
Right.
You're buying a fucking disc that's 2 pennies.
Yeah, because guess what
You're
happened when
paying
we popped in
70 for 2
RE4?
pennies.
I had to install it off the disc, and then I had to use the
Here's
network
the thing.
update.
With the digital stuff, you can do whatever you want. That's great. Buy physical, buy digital, whatever. But at the end of the day, don't shit on digital because guess what? You're playing the same game.
Yeah.
And
It's the same
what
experience.
am I going
It's
to do
not gonna
20
change.
years from now? Pirate the fucking game or don't play it in 20 years.
These games will run on a toaster in 20 years.
Or
just
like we
NES
always say,
games
right?
now.
Exactly. End of
The
life, hack
PlayStation
it,
4 and 5 are
jailbreak it,
jailbroken. Just fucking
put your
start,
shit on it.
start
Exactly.
backing your games up.
Yeah. It's like
That-
you got to
They
know when
won't
to
work in
do
the
it.
future. They will work in the future. They'll be fine.
I always think of when I asked you.
I
I
know
was
I'm
like,
going crazy about this, but I just want to get this like straightened out because I'm sick of hearing the bullshit online, and I know everyone in the chat has heard it from other people. But here, you don't have to. You can think whatever you want. I'm telling you what I think.
Right. Because online nowadays, there's just a lot
I'm
of
not
people
trying to pick on
bitching.
anybody. I get it. Liquor. He said something that kind of got me going about all this, and that's fine. We love Liquor Sandwich. He's great.
No, you weren't taking a personal shot at him.
But here's the thing. When I see that in the chat room, I know people heard it from other places. Because I see it when I listen to other podcasts. I'm yelling at the fucking TV.
Right.
That's why we have a platform and we talk about shit. This is our physical download keys. The data isn't even on half the disc. That's true. But that's what I'm trying to say. Go ahead.
I always think back to when I asked you one time. I was like, "Did you ever think that like you'd be playing every Super Nintendo game on like a little like Raspberry Pi or like your phone? Like you back in the day when you were growing up playing these games, and I was there too a little bit. I'm younger, but we didn't think like you could just have all these games on a little tiny flash drive or a SD card. So they're always going to be available. Like in 20, 30 years, like I said, these games will run on a toaster. They'll run on like anything. It's like you'll be able to play them in some capacity.
Steam's been around for like 20 years.
Right.
People are like, oh, well, what happens when Steam closes? Well, they ain't closing any time in your lifetime. So what do you care?
Right.
You think Gabe Newell is going to wake up and be like, oh, I want to shut Steam down today.
No, they're
And
never
I want to be homeless and broke.
They never want to do that until they're not going to shut down until they have to. But my whole problem is I just don't like where people. I don't care if you like what you like, but don't draw a line in the sand. Like,
don't
I'll
fucking
never
shit on
touch
people
that
for
one.
that. Look,
Right.
people can say I'm
It
shitting
wasn't
on
like
people
that
right
in the
now,
90s,
but I'm just saying, look,
early 2000s.
don't shit on everybody. If you want to play on PlayStation 5, great. But if you're a gamer, don't tell me that only PlayStation 5 and Switch matter or PlayStation matters and not anything else. Come on. Stop being dumb.
Play wherever you can.
If you love video games, play wherever the fuck is possible. I don't know. Look, I get people have different opinions and stuff like that. Fine. My opinion isn't paramount. I understand that. I'm just a guy talking about shit. But I can't wrap my brain around, if I could speak, how you can say, I love video games, but I only play on PlayStation, and be happy with that. Happy to be like, oh, I love video games. I only have a PlayStation. I wish I had them all. I want to experience it all. I don't understand how that is a thing. If you love games, you should want to play all the games. And I'll be right back.
Yeah, I mean, I think at a certain time it wasn't as popular to I guess have a argument or have that stuff, but it ends up being because like now everything's so on, like it's online all the time and everyone's arguing. It's like everyone feels like they have to like, do this console stuff. But it's like back in the day, like, yeah, people had their opinions about the consoles, but it didn't have to be this like it's like you're either in with the Xbox crowd or the PlayStation crowd. It's like if you just like everything, you just like everything. Like I don't know, that's like I grew up with just like I would eventually have all the consoles in my house, and that's kind of just how it was. And I was never like, oh, I'll only get. I always kind of bought different rotation of games on all the different machines. Like because when I was younger, I didn't have a concept of like, oh, why is this like SpongeBob game coming out on Xbox, GameCube, PS2? Sometimes my parents would get me something on one console. Sometimes they'll get it to me on. They just knew that we had them, and then that's what I ended up with. So I didn't even have like a preference back then. I would just end up with whatever they gave me, and then we had the consoles, of course, which is like, we usually, I think the one that we got, like my dad got PlayStation 2 at launch, so I remember that, but it wasn't mine. And then I finally got my first PlayStation 2 in like 2003, so I could have my own. And then GameCube, I think we got that Christmas it came out, and then Xbox I got in 03, like Christmas 03. So it was like right before Halo 2, and that's the one that Perry hacked. So it's like I got them later on, but when I got into them, I was like, oh, cool. Like this is just a different side of, and then when you get more, intelligent on the subject of like, you look stuff up, you start reading magazines, you start realizing there's like a difference between the resolution and how stuff plays. That stuff just always fascinated me, but I always liked playing on everything, even if one was like, crappier than the other in terms of performance, or a game ran like crap. It's like sometimes I would just, if that's the edition I had, that's what I had.
That's all we had. It wasn't as easy as it is now, where a game will go on sale for $20 and you could just grab it. You could nowadays you double dip. After a month, the game's $20-$30. You buy whatever
Exactly.
you want.
You're just like, wow, if I just waited, I would have saved money.
Yeah, I remember back in the day though. Like for instance, I had PS2. I got the year it came out. I got it for my birthday because I had PS1 and I loved PlayStation.
Oh, yeah.
It was fine, and I loved Nintendo. I had all Nintendo stuff, but I went to my friend's house and he had Xbox and they were playing Halo. I wasn't like, ooh, this sucks. Like I was like, damn, I gotta get an Xbox. Like this is crazy.
You're like, yo,
you would go
this is
somewhere
wild.
and you would try something and you'd be like, yo, I need all like. There was no like nobody ever that I knew acted like, oh, well, you don't have the. It's like we were all just like what we were kids, so we couldn't get. I was 10 when PS2 came out. I couldn't just go out and buy an Xbox. I didn't have money. So when I went to someone's house and played it, I was like, damn, I want this. Like, and I remember like wanting it and getting it eventually and getting a GameCube and everything. But it was like more astonishing to try new things. And you'd go, like you always say, you'd go to GameStop and you played Spider-Man and you're like, holy crap, this is crazy on Xbox. Like, I want to get an Xbox.
Yeah, that was one of the first
Nowadays, people just draw the line in the sand. Like, no, I'm not getting this. I'm only on. It's like, dude, like, I have all the systems and there's stuff I want to play. Like, how could I watch people playing? I know this is a stupid example to most people. How could I watch people playing Ratchet and Clank and not be like, damn, I like have the FOMO. Like, I need to play that Ratchet and Clank game.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, luckily, I got all the systems.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Even if you can't get all the systems, I understand that. But don't draw the line in the sand. Like, I will never. I have to defend this to my grave, like my Xbox or my PlayStation.
You just like what you like, and it's all good. Like, to each their own. Everyone will have their preference of like what they like, or back in the day, it was more like where your friends were on. But now that everything's crossplay, it's just a matter of like, most people are in Discord or they're, so they're not even in like a party chat for that console. Like that, those days are over.
Well, yeah, there's
you know?
crossplay and everything, so
Yeah.
who cares? But and also
Exactly.
too, I saw somebody before bring up how a lot of people say like Xbox is just like oh, I could just play on my PC, or Xbox Series X is just like a lower version of PC. Dude, not everybody has a $2,000 PC. Like, it's expensive to build a
Mhm.
PC. It's
Yeah, you gotta
ridiculous. The
put down
graphics
some
cards are
dough.
ridiculous. So if you can get up close to 4K 60 on a Series X, it's like, dude, it's $500. So obviously people are gonna buy that. Everyone on the internet always is like, I have my PC, I have my PC. It's like, dude, that's not attainable to everybody. Like that.
Yeah.
It's nice to make that argument. Oh, well, I can play Game Pass on my PC, and it's like, well, then do it. Like, what?
Yeah,
Not everybody has
check
a
it
PC
out.
like that.
Yeah,
It
if you
costs
can run it, run
a
it.
fortune to build this computer right here. Like, it's expensive. Not everyone
Yeah.
can do that. I was lucky enough that I had to find deals and I saved money up and to get it, but not everyone's gonna build a friggin' PC. Like, it ain't gonna happen. So the Xbox is a very powerful machine. It's $500. Like, you can't beat it.
No,
You know?
yeah, exactly, and it's just like, again, I think, maybe we'll kind of see some of that wave roll back as the years go on. Once there's not that constant, like, because again, I think as the console stuff like kind of phases, out in 15, 20 years, like whatever that jump is, like I think that conversation will just be less and less of it. It'll just be like, all right, you just play this, you play that. It's not, unless it's like something, unless people trying to be like hipsters or cool on like, YouTube, like making videos and stuff, like 'cause there's people like that. But there's always going to be people like that, always act like, the revisionist history stuff and like all that, unfortunately. So it's just about like weeding out that stuff and
All the people
know,
that say they'll never play
your own
games if
opinion.
it goes all the way digital, like, good luck, guys, because it's
Yeah,
happened.
it's like, good luck. Like, it's all good. Like, I'm surrounded by physical shit, but at the end of the day, I want digital. You know what I mean? Like, in case there's, it's like you could still be on both sides of the coin. You know what I mean? Because you can dabble into both. You can only collect movies or Scream Factory, like whatever your jam is. Like, you can do it. Just enjoy it how you want to play it, and don't worry about next year or 5 years or 10. Just worry about now.
No, because, and that's what I've been saying. Like I said just before,
Yeah.
nobody thought you'd play every Super Nintendo game on your friggin' phone. Like,
No.
we can do it. Like, you could play, this plays GameCube games if you really wanted it to and want to be an idiot. Like, it's not that serious. Just enjoy it now. You're getting the experience now. It's like when you go watch a movie and you pay to go to the movies. Like, you're not taking anything with you, but you're getting the experience of watching the movie. It's the same thing with a game. You play through the game. You might not ever want to go back to that game. We have access to every single original Xbox game, PS2 game, 360 game, and we don't go back to half of them because what's the point? It's like there's new stuff coming out.
Yeah.
So who's to say we're even going to care?
Yeah, exactly. It's like you might just have a selection of shit that you like to play, and that's it. It's not even like a, like there might be something you might throw on for like 10 minutes or whatever. Be like, oh yeah, that's cool, but then that's it.
Yeah, I mean that's the whole thing. Is people are too caught up in the moment of what am I going to do later, and it's like you got to just roll with it, and that's it. I mean, these companies, look at how things are buying and selling. Like, Microsoft might own Crash Bandicoot. Imagine that. Like, that's so
right.
Who would have thought? So those games will be available again to you. Like, it's gonna work itself out. People need to just not worry so much about it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing too. Like, that's why I don't think there's going to be any issues with that, because like when this deal goes through, or if it goes through, when it goes through, however you want to preface it.
It's going through. Apparently, they came out and said, I don't know if it was a CMA or whatever. Can someone correct me in here? If it's a CMA or I think it was a CMA.
I have the info.
They basically came and said, Sony, yeah, you're full of shit. Because Microsoft keeps making all these deals like right in front of them. And they said, yeah, everything that Sony complained about is all bullshit. And they're going to approve it.
Right. Only so far, they're doing the lawsuit in the U.S. and it looks like Microsoft could win that no problem. The EU is pretty much like good to go with it. It's only the UK right now that's really pushing hard against it. So
Oh, whatever.
we'll see.
Yeah, that's gonna go through. And then what?
Yeah,
Is his name Luscious or Lucius?
I think
Lucius.
it's
Lucius? Lucius? Lotion?
Lucius.
What's up,
Red Bull
Lucius?
said, "What? Here's a controversial one. What about the Amico?
I want one.
Yeah,
We
want
have to
it.
find a way to
but,
get it.
You can't speak out, Frank. Someone might come to your house at 3:00 in the morning with a shotgun.
Yeah, 'cause I want the
and
Amico.
deal with you if you fucking buy an Amico.
Oh,
Or just
God.
say that you want to buy an Amico.
Hopefully they don't
Deal
find
with
out I have an
you.
Atari VCS. Then I'm really dead.
No, I love how these Amico like hater guys make videos threatening to kill people. It's like, bro,
Over a console.
it's a fucking console that's not going to take over the galaxy. It's a handful of people that want one of these things.
I'm not gonna not
So you're
play on
going
my
to threaten
Xbox.
someone's
play
life over
Amico.
that shit? Go get a life. For real. Fucking go do something with yourself.
Forget Resident Evil 4 remake. I have that fish game on the Amico.
Yeah,
Fine,
like,
who
what the
plays
hell?
old games? Yeah, exactly.
That's their mentality, though. That's why they don't fix anything. They don't care.
The Amico doesn't have exist. I played it. So I
We
don't know
did
what you're
play it.
talking about.
We did play
Yeah.
it. He's right.
Rich will get it for me. Nah, let's not rag on Rich right now. Leave him alone.
Yeah, we'll give him a pass for a little bit.
Give him a game pass, a season pass.
Yeah.
Who plays old games, but we want to remake and remaster. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they'll remaster a game that's new, but they won't remaster a game that's old.
Yeah, exactly.
Instead of bitching about Call of Duty, why don't they make SOCOM? Make a
'Cause
good
they
SOCOM
don't-
Yeah.
game.
Bring SOCOM back, man. Bring it back.
Say Jim Ryan should be like, you know what, guys? We don't care about Call of Duty. We'll make our own game and make SOCOM the best game we can make. And they don't want it.
That's what a good CEO would do, but obviously
Nah, it's all right.
it's not the case.
Well,
Because they're making their brand look like crap.
I'm just sick of this shit where people say, I got my PC, I got my PS5, and I got my Switch. Don't need Xbox, don't need nothing else. It's like, well, then why do you have a PlayStation and a Switch if you have a fucking PC? Because guess what? A PC can play Switch games too.
They gotta flex these big PCs
You
on
can use
you
the
that
Pro
they don't have.
controller on Last of Us.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah, we're a bunch of idiots, right?
that's what I love. I love how people flex these PCs, but they're like,
They don't
but
have
I still play on my PS4, but I have a $4,000 PC or
Yeah, you don't
whatever,
have
$10,000 PC. It's like, then why are you playing on PS4? Like, what are you doing?
You got a $40 PC found in the garbage.
Yeah,
And her name is
can't even-
Sony.
They can't even run freaking Office on it.
It's my turn to use the $6.
Lotion. Lucius, how you doing? Or Lucius, how you doing?
Lotion.
What happened?
Lucius.
Look what happened to Bethesda. What happened to Bethesda? A lot of gang wars out there.
Arcane is getting like
Game
the
Wars,
crap
not Game
kicked out
Wars.
of them by people because people are stupid.
Genesis does what Nintendo don't. That's true. Well, like you were saying earlier, I heard what you were saying. I went to a friend's house who had Sega Genesis. I didn't have one because I had a Super Nintendo at the time. And I played Sonic and Streets of Rage. I was like, I need this. And I got it that year for Christmas.
That's how it was back then.
That's how it was. You would play the
Right.
system. It's not. I didn't have Sega Genesis because I didn't know what it was. I didn't play it. I played it and I was like, oh, I gotta get it.
Yeah, the friends thing was a big deal
And then you
because
would
someone would always have
borrow
something,
consoles.
You know?
You'd borrow games, and then you would buy
Yeah.
that game. You know what I mean?
Or you'd hang out with that friend because he had that new shit. That you'd be like, "Oh
Dude,
man, I
we
don't have
would
that."
go to fucking. I don't know if this happened with you guys. I'm sure it did. One of us, or all of us, would go to Blockbuster, rent a game, and we would all have a sleepover, or people would all come over to the house and play the one game.
Oh
that
yeah,
killed the gaming industry because fucking 5 people rented it and didn't buy it.
you didn't buy Donkey Kong Country for full price. You're in
Oh.
big trouble.
Yeah,
It's
no,
like, come on,
those-
guys. Let's
Yeah,
be
it was
realistic
more-
here.
it was more organic finding out about stuff too, because you had the magazines. Internet was in its infancy, but it was just there was more of like a we just kind of liked everything.
So
And then like I never had friends that were like, I only like one thing, fuck it. Like they were mostly just like, I'll play whatever, because it's fun. Like as long as like we can hang out on a weekend and have a good time with it, it's a good machine.
dude,
Like
we
it wasn't
rented
like
Dragon Ball Fighter Z, right? What was it?
Budokai?
Not Budokai. GT Final Bout
Oh, okay, yeah, that
for
one's good too.
PlayStation 1. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s. And we would have sleepovers. Just playing that game all night. We had sleepovers at Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter 2. We would have tournaments all night. We did all that crazy shit.
Yeah, sleepovers were fun back then. When you just play locally,
So-
because you couldn't play online, so it was like that was the way you
that
could
was it.
play with your
Yeah.
friend all night.
Yeah, you know what I really hated? Every time you wanted to fucking hang out with your friends, you had to call the house. Hello, is so and so there?
Yes.
Is he
Oh,
there?
I hate
Yeah.
that. I still
Yeah.
have PTSD from
Oh,
there.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's there. Hang on.
Yeah.
Because it's like you don't want to talk to anybody. You just want to talk to your buddy. Now it's great. You just text somebody directly. We're like, yo, you want to hang out? Yeah, okay.
We never talk on the phone. I don't think I've called you on the phone in years. We just text. It's like so much easier. It's so funny.
And like you get back to me when you can get back to me. Like,
Right.
You don't have to answer the phone the minute I call. It's great.
Right.
Complain about Bethesda going to Xbox, but I told them, well, buy an Xbox or our computer. Well, that's the point.
Yeah. Just like we got to buy PlayStation.
Here's the
for
thing,
their stuff.
George. It's okay for PlayStation to have exclusive games, but it's not okay for Xbox to have them. Figure that out. It's called competition. Oh, fucking well. They have something called an Xbox Series S, which is $150 on Verizon. Once in a blue moon. Brand new, $150. If they really want to play Bethesda games, spend the $150. If you think about it, George, say Bethesda has 3 games that you want and they're $70 a piece. That's more money than the Series S for $150 at Verizon.
Yeah.
You buy the
play
Series
Game
S for
Pass.
$150 at Verizon, you buy Game Pass for $1. You have all those games.
You can play Starfield.
You can play
and
them
all
for a
that.
whole fucking month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, whatever, and then sell the machine and get rid of it when you're done. What is so hard about this? Well, it's not on PlayStation. So what? You like games, go play it where it's at. I have a PlayStation 5 to play their fucking games. When Spider-Man 2 comes out, I'm going to be streaming that on here on my PlayStation 5.
You played the first 2 Spider-Man games. You liked them, so
I had no issues. They
You
make
played
good
on
games.
PC
They make
too,
really
right?
good games. I'm not saying they
Yeah.
don't. But this whole spiral out of control because
it just
I'm
wasn't
trying
around.
to tell you
back
that this
then.
version has a higher resolution in VRR. The PlayStation 5 version does not. So when I tell you that, and then I hear, well, it ran good on my thing, great, but it still doesn't have those features, and it should. That's the problem.
You're paying the same amount of
guys
money.
are like, yes, will you give me more, please? It's like, no, bitch. I don't want cat food for dinner anymore. I want some real fucking food. That's the problem with the Sony
solid white
community. The
albacore.
Sony pony
Yeah.
guys, they don't demand better from Sony. Oh, I'll pay $100 for fucking Last of Us Remastered. Okay, then we'll charge you $100. Yeah. Well, that's like yeah for all of us that are fucking like, why are we paying $100 for these games?
So you're paying the same amount of money for Resident Evil on both systems, and you're
What
getting
are
a
you gonna
lesser
do?
product.
Pay $400 for one game one day?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because when one company does it, they're all going to do it because they're all going to be like, well, it's okay. Stuff's got to stop.
Well, it's the quality. That's the thing. We're getting a very AAA quality game for $400.
Just get a Steam Deck. Well, I have a Steam Deck, and guess what? I can't run half the fucking games on it. So, whoop-de-doo.
Yeah, Steam Deck is. I have one too.
Steam
It's
Deck was
alright.
cool the year it came out. Now it's already outdated.
Yeah, it sucks. I still use it when I'm traveling.
They are not
but-
discontinuing the Series S. That is bullshit.
No, they are
And
not.
it is
yeah.
not hard to develop for. It's just developers being lazy and stupid.
Because think about this. We've said this 100 times. Maybe I don't know if you've been in here. They had to make Resident Evil 4 for PS4. They still make Call of Duty for PS4.
Series S is
That's
holding
the
the whole
lowest-
fucking industry back, but the PS4 is not.
Right, the PS4 is the lowest common denominator.
Also,
so-
I do like this though. This is the first Xbox Series only game.
No, that's not true, AAA gamer. That's bullshit.
I own.
It's only a couple of devs acting dumb online. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying a lot of, you know how like a lot of the Xbox games, like it'll still say like, oh, for Xbox One, like this is the first Xbox thing I own that doesn't have Xbox One on it. It's just the Series X. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
because they've moved on.
Yeah, but I just
And
think that was funny because like the last few months
Anthony,
they had-
I'm sorry, but that's the better version, right? As of right now.
as of right now, it is.
And I'm sorry, it's not on the Xbox One. So what did that tell you? That they took all the fucking resources and focused on the new machine. They didn't take the PS4 version and fucking scale it all the way up to where it's missing VRR and it's missing fucking what's the other problem with it? The resolution.
Yeah, the Series S had no bearing on that PS5 version at all because the Series X version is fine.
Series S
So
and Series X run fine with Resident Evil 4.
I played the S on the demo on the S and it ran fine.
Me too.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
60 FPS, full bore.
There was something else I was going to tell you guys. Now I don't remember what it was. I'll
That's
try
what
to
I'm
think
saying.
of it.
Like, the shit that people say online makes no sense.
No, nobody thinks. Like, what about, too, if you have a lower end PC? They make these games run on anything.
You can make this run on the Steam Deck, this game right here. It ain't going to be 4K 60. It's going to be like
Right.
720p fucking
It'll run. Yeah.
60 probably, but forget it.
Yeah, I mean, these games are scalable now. There's no reason
They are
why.
creating PC games
run
to
on it.
target the 40 series cards. The new ones. So, I mean, that's the way that it is right now.
And that version is not held back by your PS5 and Series X, which are much less powerful than a 4090.
Yeah,
so
so this is, see what I mean? Xbox is
Right.
holding it back, but Xbox has VRR and fucking higher resolution. So figure that one out, buddy. But the PlayStation 5 version is missing VRR, has lower resolution. Oh, it's on PS4. But don't worry, that's
Yeah.
not holding it back, right? Come on.
So is a lot of other games, Call of Duty, that new SpongeBob game. They're all on PS4. I mean, there's tons of games that I've played that are on PS4. So, Spider-Man, Uncharted.
Yep.
Did
God
you
of
see the
War,
meme I
Ragnarok?
posted? With the
Which
guy,
one?
with Michael Clark Duncan from, what was it, 8 Mile? What's the name of that
Yeah.
movie?
Oh,
Green
the
Mile?
Yeah, I
8
saw.
Mile.
8 Mile.
Mile.
He's like,
He was not in that movie.
and it's like Callisto Protocol running on the PS4, and it's
Yeah.
like, I can't be doing this anymore, boss.
The PS4 is like, kids can't take it.
Yeah, I can't take it anymore.
Also, speaking of
Uh,
Resident Evil, literally yesterday, it
What?
just turned 27.
Oh yeah, the original.
Yeah.
The Japanese anniversary. American is the 30th. But I just thought it's just funny. It's like with all this RE stuff, I'm
I
sitting
touched
here
my
playing RE4 and it's like 27 years old. It's
I'm
wild.
gonna turn my Steam Deck on in about a week. Well, the Steam Deck is still good if you go on vacation. I mean, you got a friggin' computer in your hands.
Yeah, it
I
is
think
good
they'll
for
finally
travel.
scrap the PS4 now that PS5s are in stock. No, that's not what they said.
They were making more PS4s like a year ago, so I don't know.
They're making PS4s right now at Walmart. You can go pick them up. And they're more
Yeah.
money than the Series S. Oh!
My buddy works at Best Buy. You can't get rid of them. Like, they don't know where to put them. PS5s.
Well, PS4s.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not as easy as everyone thinks it is. Last of Us is 70 right now. You gotta wait till it goes on sale then.
Yeah,
It's
fuck
been
that.
40 before. Yeah, fuck, that's insane that the game is $70 for a title that came out on PS3. Yeah, I mean, that's what happens, though.
It's not on their service either. Like, fucking idiots.
They
Like, that should
finally
be-
put
that should be
Uncharted on
their
it.
service. Like, they're putting their yeah. So I was gonna say they finally put Uncharted. They have Horizon on there. It's dude, Last of Us should be on it. Like, come on,
Uncharted
Really?
should have been the hook to get that service.
that should have been the hook
Right.
to get on there.
Not
And you know
fucking
what?
Stray.
On that same month, I remember because all that stuff dropped when I was in the UK. That same month when they announced that service and everything, or when it launched, when they announced that remake, there should have been like day and date it's coming out on that service, like just to get people. And obviously, don't push it back until March. Like that shit should have been out sooner.
But that's what I'm saying.
remake.
At the end of the day, if you're a PlayStation guy, great. But you should fucking tweet at Sony, Capcom, whatever. Like, yo, why doesn't the PS5 version match up with the Series X version? Instead, people were like, "Oh, that's okay. I just paid $70 and got the low end version." It's like, why? You gotta tell these guys. Be like, "Yo, I love PlayStation, but this is bullshit." And then maybe Capcom will say, "We're gonna patch it in or whatever." It should be there day one, but come on, the competition has it. Anyway, this is going on way too long. It's like an hour rant.
Well, real quick while we're here,
It's
we'll
not
talk about one
$70
thing.
on PC over here. It's like $40-$50.
Yeah.
Can you look it out?
Well, on CD keys it's much cheaper, but let me see.
I mean, at least I'm not playing on PS4. That's true.
On
Yeah,
Steam,
liquor. It's nothing personal, but what I'm saying is, there's a reason why I say that we bought it on Xbox, because we want that VRR and we want that higher resolution.
Right, and we always talk
PlayStation might
about
run fine and all that shit, but at the end of the day, it's still the lower end.
right,
It's still
and
in
we're
the
known
middle.
for ranting and raving about fanboys on any other
Yeah,
side
and Liquor's
of the
contributed a
gaming
lot.
stuff.
Liquor, I actually got to
Right,
give him credit, because I was trying to play this game with the dual 1080 Ti setup,
right,
and I'm messing with the settings, and I thought it was okay or whatever. And he's like, "Just throw your 3070 in there." And I'm like, I don't know. He says,
and he's
throw
like,
your
just do it.
3070.
Yeah,
Just do it. And I was like, I did it. And I was like, holy shit. This guy was right. 100%
yeah,
right.
yeah. He'll be
I didn't have to
he's
mess
our
with any of
intel
the settings,
sometimes.
and boom,
You know,
everything was done.
he's our intel for the PC stuff. Like he was coming in telling me about Callisto on PC when it came out. You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
you guys were. I like that. I like the fact that we got PC heads in the house and people that check the stuff out and
That's what you
they
gotta
talk
do.
about it. That's what you got to do, and we got to keep each other. We got to give each other the.
And I'll be
like
streaming with that 3070. With
I was
the
gonna
cheat
say,
codes on,
you're gonna be doing the cheats on it,
and
right?
it's because
So
Liquor Sandwich basically kicked me in the ass to fucking do it.
I was watching one of the PC streams you did, and it looked great. I mean, I was watching it on my Sony TV, but it looked awesome. Damn, this is fucking monster. I think it was after you did that, because I think in that
And that's
stream
a
you
2
were
to
you were
3 year
saying
old card that I fucking put in
right.
the 3070.
I was gonna say, because I think in that stream you said, yeah, shout out to Liquor Sandwich because I put this thing in there and it looks good, and I was like, shit. That's when you're doing the Shrek thing. Did you do Shrek on that?
Yes, I did.
Was that So that's the one I saw. Yeah, so it looks great. I mean, and that's the thing too. Like up and coming, obviously. Like I would like to save for another build, but I know that when I do that, you have to put up some dough because you want to have it for a while. You want to have these PCs for a while.
Right.
You can obviously upgrade stuff on the way, but like even what Frank says, it's expensive, but you just got to do what you got to fucking do. Like you got to just get the shit and
I would recommend to anybody that has a PlayStation 4, either get the digital PS5 or just get a Series S and play this game. This
Just to
game
hold
should
you
not be
over.
played on a PlayStation 4. You're just,
I don't think so.
In my
Yeah.
opinion, you're doing yourself a disservice.
Right.
This game deserves better than that. You know what
So-
I mean?
Especially from what I'm telling you, from the 12 hours that I played, because that's how long it took, from 12 hours and some change. This game should be played, on the current machines. I just think so. I just think that like the way it runs, like the graphics, the visuals, like this game can do it. And I just like the fact that we're seeing this world of Resident Evil 4 just revamped so much, and everything looks good. It's not blurry. It's not like blotchy. It's just not dated. It just looks like refreshing is probably the best word I can describe. It's just refreshing because we're used to the RE engine, but like you see it in this, it's like this is the best I think the engine has looked. And obviously with Exoprimal coming out, Street Fighter, these are games that are all running on the same engine. So I think it's just going to get better and better. As far as visual, Capcom has it down. Them coming back from the RE engine era, like of all their games, when they came back with a little bit of money, got some success after the dark days. I'm happy that they're here. And I'm happy that we got a game that we can experience on these consoles that, I'm like, finally, I feel like, 3 years ago, I spent money on these consoles. I'm getting my money's worth.
Yeah, no,
because
3 years later.
it just took so long for this to gain momentum in so many ways. These consoles on both ends. So here we are. I'm excited. So yeah, it's got me excited, and I think everyone will enjoy this thing again. It's a all I could say, like, yeah, this is looking like a 10 out of 10 remake. You know, this is like a fucking solid experience, and I can't wait to check it out and unlock more stuff and replay it a bunch because the replay value is there. You know, even though we don't get the DLC right away and Mercs right away, I wish we got Mercs right away. I'm not gonna lie about that, but here we are.
I kind of
you
miss
know?
Ronnie Yu, Ada Wong. Not gonna lie.
Ada Wong, it's the same actress from Welcome to Raccoon City
Yeah,
doing
well, I
it,
didn't see
which
that, so I don't know who the fuck that is.
you probably won't care. I mean, she does a good job. It's not, she didn't write the movie or anything, and she was only in it for a few seconds with Naked Wesker at the
Yeah, but
end.
they should have had Ronnie Yu.
They should have-
Naked Wesker.
No, yeah, Naked
We
Wesker
saw the
at the
clip
end.
live on here. Remember?
Yeah, I remember.
And the thing is that you're gonna hear it and you're just gonna be like, the one in RE2 remake just fit her more. I
Yeah.
think this one's fine. It just sounds like she sounds a lot older than like the chick that played her in 2 remake.
Well, maybe
And I don't
that's what
know-
they wanted because it takes place 6 years later. I don't know.
Yeah, but like I don't know. I think I got used to it by the end of it. It was just very weird at first, especially because I literally just played RE2. It's just it's way more weird when you just played the one game
Yep.
and you hear it a certain way, and then Nick, the Apostolid, stays the same as Leon, and then she changes. You're just like, wait, okay, and she's not trying to imitate the old actress either. She's trying to play it like how
she's
she
doing her own
played it.
thing.
So that's fine. Again, I thought some of the acting definitely sounded questionable in the trailer, but when I played it, it sounded fine. Krauser sounds fine. Sadler sounds fine. I didn't have a problem.
No, the
with all
merchant.
that
He
stuff.
sounded like shit in the trailer, but he sounds fine in the game.
He sounds fine. It's weird because our ears are used to the old way.
I kind of like the new merchant better.
Yeah,
The other one was kind of annoying.
he says one thing that reminded me of Perry when he's like, you can't bring all your belongings to the grave, you know? And I was like, oh my god, like that's so funny, you know what I mean? Because it's like Perry says, "Oh, yo, like when we're gone, like this shit's just gonna end up in Goodwill." So, and the merchant's just like, yeah, don't hang on to your treasures, just sell them while you got them now.
Imagine if the merchant said
Thank
that. All your
you.
belongings will end up in Goodwill.
Yeah, he might say that for you, Perry, when you play one of these times, and I just thought that was. He always has something to say when you walk by him too. He's like, "Oh, I got something new."
The
or
OG
something's on
merchant is a
sale.
legend, not anymore. You know, I hate everything about the OG Resident Evil 4 now that I played this one.
It's gonna. I think it's gonna
I
definitely
think-
make people not want to go back to
I think
the
it was
original.
great when it came out, but now looking back on it, I think it's a piece of shit game.
Everything you need is right here, right now. You know
It's
what I
like
mean?
a
Like,
fucking a VTech version of a fucking game.
and like I said, I'm not gonna get into specifics, but I think
Ugh.
you're like everything you need is right here.
Right.
It doesn't take things out. You know what I mean? There's certain things that are changed, but it's not anything that's drastic. They honored this story.
What's that thing on your? What is there? A sticker on your case? Yeah, what's that thing on there?
What's what?
That big circle, that green circle that's on there.
What do you mean green circle?
On your right there. Oh no, okay. Never mind. From far away the trees look
Yeah,
like a
it's-
green
That's
circle.
the Xbox logo. No, I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
No, right here.
I was gonna say maybe it just looked weird from the
It
lighting
looks,
on
yeah,
here.
it looks
but,
weird from the
yeah.
back.
But yeah, I just don't I don't have any problems with it so far. Obviously I'm still kind of,
Quinn Grimm,
literally
what's up?
sleeping on it and trying to like write my thoughts as I play it more and more. So I'm going to try to get a review together. I obviously couldn't get it done this week because I didn't get the game last week,
Right.
but just bear with me and it'll be a fun ride. And I'm happy that we're able to shed some light on the game this week instead of next week because it's like if anything, I'll have my thoughts more put together next week after playing it for all weekend. But
Just to let you
I
guys
can
know,
still say it's solid. So
I'm
thumbs
down. According to my scale, I'm down 41 pounds since January.
That's
that's
amazing.
incredible. Yeah.
So this is water, but I don't know if you could see it because of the green screen. There you go. Just
Shout out
stick
to the
on water,
H2O.
everybody.
Yeah. Best thing for you.
What was that?
H2O.
What was that song when Bulk and Skull were trying to become cops? They're like,
Oh, shape it up. Both
Yeah.
and skull.
yeah, there you go. You don't work out to that music.
I don't even know if I can get that song. Should look on YouTube. Maybe it's uploaded.
oh my
Oh, I'm
god.
sure that someone has it.
Careful, the OG fanboys are gonna hate you. They can kiss my ass. Okay, I'm 40 fucking years old. I'll be dead.
Yeah, well, that's the thing too. It's like
When they
I
become
think-
fucking adults, I'll be dead, and then they'll be like, "Hey, you know what? That game did suck."
So,
Again, I just think there's so much that this offers that I don't know if a lot of people would want to even go back. But like obviously hardcore fans, we always go back. We always play the randomizers
it's
or
alright.
do different stuff.
Nah, you do
To
that
each-
because that's your channel. I'm not doing that shit. RE4 to me is dead. The 05
I mean-
RE4, that shit's dead. It's long.
Yeah, I mean that's fine though. I mean this is meant to be a definitive edition
Right.
of it.
That's why I love these remakes, and I hope to God they go back to 1. And I know people are like 1. We already got 1. No. The 30th anniversary is in 3 years. It takes about 3 years to make these remakes. Go back to 1. I want 1 in the RE engine. Then you could do whatever else. I don't want to hear about Code Veronica. I'm fucking sick of Code Veronica. Code Veronica. Okay, it's a great game. But guess what? They're focusing on the main line right now. When they're done with that, they'll hit Code Veronica, they'll hit Dino Crisis, they'll hit all those games. But until then, I'm so sick of this Code Veronica shit. The game was good, but it wasn't that good.
I'm just
Where's
saying
everyone
that
getting a boner for this game from? I beat that game in 2000.
I have a strong feeling. I think the next one is just going to be 5.
That's fine because the 30th anniversary revolves around the original cast, which they're all in 5.
Yeah. But not to say that just because they do 5, they can't go back to 1. They always can. But this is. I think they're trying to move it. And when you finish it, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about all that stuff next week because
Well, there are some mechanics that are in
spoiler.
5 that are in this that you catch while you're playing.
Oh, the boat. I mean,
that's where exactly when I saw that, I was like,
there's a part with just the chickens. I'm like, that's just like 5. Because I was like, that is just like
and
5.
the whole where you ride the boat in the lake and everything.
Yeah,
it seems like they got all the assets. They got all the assets ready for 5.
All the co-op mechanics, like the boosting and the.
Well, what if 5 comes with a 30th anniversary mode featuring like the mansion from 1 or something?
That'd be cool if they had an Easter egg.
Some sort of
Lost
mercenaries in the mansion. Can you imagine that?
That'd be cool if they had an Easter egg. Yeah, OG mansion, fixed camera angle, Easter egg, just for OG fans, like Lost in Nightmares. Like things like that. Like bring it back like that. You know what I mean? It's like if you had something like that just for fun, like an extra little thing. Because obviously, they're going to do probably 1st and 3rd, but then do a little fixed. I don't know. There's just a lot of cool stuff that they have, and you could tell they're kind of peppering in certain things here.
I love 5 too. It's a great game.
Yeah, I like 5, and I still like playing the original 5. And I think obviously if they made a 5 like this, man, I'm gonna be just as excited because I do like 5. I know there's writing stuff that's like here or there, but I think the mechanics are laid out, and I think they can do it. The thing is that with 5, they got rid of the attaché case in 5 and gave you that stupid block, inventory, which was, supposed to be for co-op.
Yeah, but that block inventory is now what was in 2 and 3 remake.
Right, but now they brought it now to like, you got the weapon case. So like it makes sense now because in 5 the merchant disappeared. Like, and then you're just at these shops between chapters, like you're talking to nobody. There's nothing there. So like, if they do it now, it's going to be like the inventory is going to be like they're just going to keep doing that template because 5 got away from the 4 and then 6 got completely away from it's like they kept changing the inventory. It's like, stop doing that. Like, stop it. Like, I don't need that.
I think they will do 6 remake because that's the whole reason why we're here.
Yeah.
6 fucked everything up for everybody. Now, I think 6 will streamline. I think in one chapter you'll play as Leon, one chapter you'll play as Chris, one chapter you'll play as Sherry and Jake, and it's all going to wrap up. I don't think they're going to do 20 different campaigns. That was ridiculous.
And just what they did alone, by the end of it, I was like, this is awesome. Like, because they did things that they did it exactly how you expect it, and then they also threw in things that shouldn't be talked about, and that's why we're not talking about them. So that's why when people say like spoilers and stuff like that, I get it, because there is new stuff that you're going to be like, they did what? And you're going to be like, yeah, they just did that, and they'll just leave it there. And you're going to be like, well, now I got to wait till what happens next? Where are they taking this? And it's a good thing. It's not you're not left on obviously, like, the post-credit scenes for RE3 Remake was so bad compared to this one. So I think that like this one is a lot more fulfilling. Because obviously you see the sample in Jill's apartment at the end of 3 remake, and you just see it sitting there, and then like she walks up to it, and then that's it, and you're like, that's what we got at the end. Like this is an actual scene, and I like that. It really puts you into the next thing, and I like that. So, yeah, I'm really digging the cutscenes. The acting's great. The gameplay's great. I can't rave enough about this. So
RWK says, long story short, GameStop is liquidating and not buying inventory. Gee, what did I tell you?
well, it's unraveling
they
before our eyes.
canceled people's in-store collector's editions. They also have a lot of cash on hand, but they have not paid the bills. Well, that's funny because they actually reported a profit revenue the last 2 years, I think of $48 million or something.
Maybe they're going to just bail
They
out.
made the money on collectibles last quarter, which sounds like BS to me, but the source earning calls yesterday. There you go. Also, Capcom noted they want nothing to do with GameStop. Yeah, because they're not paying them, right? So why would you want to do business with them? RE3 Remake was so friggin' lazy. It wasn't lazy, Stevie Mac. It was DLC for 2, but they turned it into its own game. Capcom might remake the spin-off games after the mainline. That's okay. I'm gonna be dead honest with you. I'm not gonna tell you who told me this, but somebody in this room spoke to somebody at Capcom a few years ago, and they said, we're working on the main lines. We're not concerned about any other games right now. And then, a year and a half ago, that kind of changed to, well, we hear people want Code Veronica, so we're listening, but still we're staying on track of what we're doing.
Exactly.
Okay? So that's why I'm sick of seeing the Code Veronica shit. Code Veronica's not next. If it was, I would have said great.
And Code Veronica wasn't. I know it's sold.
Every fucking game that comes out. Which Code Veronica? Which Code Veronica? Code Veronica's great. I know it's good. It's going to be a great remake when it comes out.
It didn't make them a lot of money back in the day.
Now. RE4 Remake's not even officially out yet. Everyone's like, where's Code Veronica? Fuck Code Veronica. Play the game that's out now.
Yeah, when you play it, you're going to be like, okay, I think I know what. Oh, go ahead.
No, what were you saying? The thing that's next is what?
Oh, no, I was saying I think people will know what's next, and I think Code Veronica didn't. It sold, but it didn't do very well for Capcom. It wasn't like it didn't make as much money as 4 or 5 or 6.
Right.
Like, so they're gonna stick with what makes them money, what keeps the momentum
they knew
going.
4 was gonna make them a shit ton of money, and it has.
Exactly.
So far in pre-orders, it's like number 1. Dead Aim remake. Yeah, no, that's not happening.
Yeah. Yeah. People joke about that in the chat all the time. They're like, Survivor remake. I'm like, God, no, please, no.
No, Mark Main will have a boner.
Yes. Please don't give that man what he wants. No, I'm kidding.
RWK88. $1.99 super chat. Thank you so much. Wanted to tell the GameStop stuff before I fall asleep. Well, thank you. Thanks for letting us know. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
my fall asleep. Thanks for watching, man.
Thank you, man. Yeah, my stuff. We all got charged here for our editions, so now it's just
mine shipped. I just got the email when I left.
Let me check mine.
Yeah, I'm gonna check mine because I didn't get a shipping.
Oh, by the way,
they took the money, but I don't know if they shipped.
Mine just shipped. I got the email like 30 minutes ago. The minute I left.
I have the scoop on Last of Us. On Steam, it's $60. On CD keys, it's $41.79 for the regular, $48.29.
Holy shit!
That's gonna get cracked day one. Sony doesn't put any DRM on their games.
Yeah, but don't be stupid and just buy it for $60. If you're gonna buy it on CD keys. Save $20 friggin'. I know it's a sketchy site.
Gonna buy it day one. I still didn't buy Returnal yet, and that shit got cracked day one. I didn't even play it yet.
Let me see.
You're still selling your extra. Yeah, I'll let you know if I get it.
No, mine says awaiting inventory.
Oh shit!
Awaiting product availability.
Oh, you're not getting it then.
What?
If mine shipped and yours says awaiting product availability, that's like the Amico. Oh man, you got stiffed.
But they charged me.
Well, AAA gamer, there you go, buddy.
I mean, that's bad for other people.
Mine shipped. I just got the email when I left off the screen.
Let me see if they did that thing where they put the money back and take the money out again.
If they did, that's
no, they took it.
They took it or they put it.
I mean, it's on hold. It's hold, but it's been for a couple days.
They put the holds on them, unless they're gonna ship it and they just put that by accident.
Well, we'll
Did
see.
I take a picture of this, or did I just gotta open my email?
We'll see. We'll see what happens. It's gonna be okay, everyone. Don't worry.
Yeah, if they charged us, we should be okay.
They didn't charge you. They put a hold on it.
Right. They didn't officially charge me.
A
So,
hold is not a charge. A hold is to see if you have the money in your account.
right.
That's what a lot of people get confused about.
Yeah, so we will have to see in a couple of
Here we go.
days or tomorrow or whatever. As soon as it ships, I'll let you guys know. But
Go to old mail. Old mailman. There, here you go. Your package is on the way. I got the tracking number and everything. And this was at 10:50 p.m. Oh, so it was right when we started the show.
well, we'll see. We'll see what happens with mine.
Order summary after tax, $270.
We orders ours the exact same time too.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's what happens. Well, at least my customer is good to go.
Yeah.
Because he is obsessed with Resident Evil.
And then we'll see what happens
Which
with
is
my
good.
copy.
It's a great franchise. Chokehold. Hey, where did Hockey Fan find the Scream 4 Steelbook? On Tatooine.
It's on Amazon, isn't it?
Stevie Mac, what's funny about Code Veronica? One IGN's poll for what should be the next RE game remake. Game is the same amount. You know what it is, Stevie Mac? I think it's just because people keep talking about wanting it. It's like a meme at this point, so people are just going to vote for it.
Yeah. Some people, too, like, they don't even want to go back and play the old ones. They want to play them all, like, the new ones.
Like Frank.
Exactly. Which,
Was
so, like,
Frank-
they'd rather play them streamlined, so I get that.
Look, a
Maybe-
Code
maybe they
Veronica
didn't experience
remake
it.
in this engine with Claire Redfield running around is going to be
Oh,
fucking sweet, man.
That's going to be fucking awesome.
But let's keep our expectations in check. When I say Code Veronica's not next, it's because we got to keep our expectations in check. Let's see here. If they charge you, you should be good. It's different. Putting a hold on your card is not being charged.
It's just a hold.
A lot of companies will put a hold on your card to make sure you have the money available.
And they did it Monday, so
they did it Monday to make sure that everyone had the cash ready.
Yeah, by tomorrow or Friday it might lift.
Right. I was gonna say mine hasn't shipped yet,
what
but
does
like
yours
every
say,
time...
Anthony? Or do you not want to say?
Mine says in progress. So
what does yours say?
But does it say awaiting inventory? Because mine says in progress, but it says, let me see. I'll tell you exactly what mine says. I have the app.
Well, you won it anyway, Anthony, so you're good either way.
Account.
It's Frank that always gets screwed over.
I mean, I don't care. I just feel bad for whoever is going to get it.
I'm wanting Game Informer magazine with RE4.
Oh, I'm screwed. It says status awaiting product availability.
Just like the Amico.
But it says that when you just go on GameStop, like when you click that on the website anyway, it said that since it's sold out. Even when my order was in pre-order, like when you ordered it back in October, and it's sold out, it always said awaiting.
Shipped tonight.
But it's weird because it says
I didn't pay for extra shipping or nothing.
It says we'll send you a reminder email when the release date nears. But they emailed me the other day, last week, and were like, "Oh, don't forget, make sure your payment's good."
Yeah, they did too. They did that to me.
So what the hell?
Well, mine's gonna be here, so whatever.
Oh, we'll see what happens with mine.
Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
I'll keep you posted.
So RE4, Anthony beat it. We'll talk about it next week in detail.
Yeah.
We'll give everyone
a chance to play it.
I'll try to beat it
this weekend. Yeah.
I'm almost done with it. I'm 10 chapters in. I think you told me there's 15 chapters, something like that. 16.
Yeah.
I'm going to be screaming and yelling at the TV all night. And I'll go back to bed, and I'll wake up at 5 o'clock p.m. tomorrow night. I actually have an appointment at the shop at 5 p.m., so I got to...
Then you'll stream it on PC when it's ready?
Yeah, well, CD Keys says Friday, the day of
release. I just checked.
So I had to wait until they give me the key, and then I had to wait for the trainer to go up. Usually the trainer will go up like 4 hours after release.
Yeah.
And then I'll check, see if there's any Shrek mods. And then we're going to rock and roll.
Good old Shrek.
Yes. Leon's in the swamp. Get out of my swamp, Leon! Get the fuck out of my swamp, Leon!
It does look like Shrek would live there.
Well,
in
the
beginning.
villagers are actually helping Shrek out.
Yeah. They have
That's the funny
pitchforks
part.
and stuff. Yeah.
I'm so glad they don't have fucking Alice from the Honeymooners. Remember that lady in the blue dress with the fucking thing over her head? From the OG RE4?
Yeah.
Dude, that game fucking pisses me off. The people look like shit in that game. They're all fucking dumb. If they remake 5, I hope Borat's not in the fucking game. The only white guy in the game looks like fucking Borat. In RE5.
Yeah, they I think I love the designs in this because there's variety, you
Right.
know, between the cultists and the castle and then the island enemies and stuff. It's really cool how they redesigned them all, you know. So
Charge is not held. My card
He
has
says
been
he got
charged for
charged, not
collectors.
held.
Okay, when you go on your bank's website, it will tell you that there's a hold on your card, or
Yeah, mine says
if it
hold
was
next to it.
legitimately charged.
they charge you once they ship it.
And
Once
we
they
all
know the
have
money's
different
in
banks.
there. Yeah.
So go check your bank online and see if it says you were actually charged, like it actually went through, or if it's on the top screen it says being held.
If they don't
or pending.
Yeah, pending. If they don't have it by tomorrow or Friday, the money's gonna go back in my account, and then it'll be.
I just don't
wherever
want you to be
nothing
scared
out.
because the awaiting product availability. It said that since October. Like once it's sold out, it said that it always had that little thing saying.
Mine shipped though, so you all have to be scared now.
Well, I think
Time to be scared.
you know, every time that I've gotten an email of it shipping, it's always been the day before, and I always get it Friday. So I'm sure sometime tomorrow I'll get notified, and then it won't show up until Friday, you know, 4:00, 5 p.m. Like it's always later in the day or Saturday. But
If they
we'll
just
see.
turned off a screen and ran off to Walmart stream, he should have left it on and ran.
He should have streamed in the car, screaming and
No.
trying to rush through traffic.
Like the one time he left
the
on
minute
screen
that the guy handed him the game through the window, he started fucking breaking down and crying and shit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I almost thought I was gonna get like, I almost thought it was illegal. Like I thought I was gonna get like, you know, I thought I was gonna get ran over.
Shit?
Yeah. Get the Capcom police come out. What are you doing? And it's like, I'm sorry. Sorry, Wally World doesn't know what the street date is, but
you know, Anthony broke down like the end of an Academy Award-winning movie and cried.
I was just kind of like, finally.
Come on, you sobbed.
No, I didn't
he's
sob.
not
but-
ugly
lying.
cried.
He's flat out just saying,
I'm
You
not
ugly
denying it.
cried for like 10 minutes before you went home.
Yeah, a little bit. I had to change my pants.
You went to
No.
McDonald's and ugly cried into a Big Mac and then went
Yeah.
home and played. Come on, let's be real.
I cried into a popcorn bucket. Yeah,
He ran all the red lights to get home.
yeah. Yo, people were driving like assholes. And I even said, I was like, of course, this is when like I'm trying to just get home, you know?
Yeah, they're driving slow.
They're like, oh, Anthony has a copy? Fuck him. Like, we're just gonna. But yeah,
You got pulled over when you
yeah.
had the coffee.
But I got it.
The guy lets you go. Run home.
Yeah.
Did
gotta
anybody
give
else
that
get it
copy,
from
though.
Walmart in the chat besides Purple Herb?
You know what's funny? I have to check my Discord to see if anybody else.
Liquor also got it.
I was gonna
Carlos
say,
said he got it,
I know
right?
there's people in the chat that were thinking, they're like, oh man, I already spent money, but if I can get it now, I might just do it. And I think there was people just telling people to try it, you know, in the chat. And that's what you got to do, man. You just try.
Right.
And again, when I muted my mic, shout out to Callie
man.
because she was the one saying, you have to fucking go. You cannot sit here and stream for another 4 hours because that thing is not going to be there. And if she didn't tell me that,
you got to get up and get out of there.
yeah, no, that's what she said. She's like, you got it. So she was like the one kind of, obviously all you guys and
Dude, that's
everyone
gonna
was like,
free up your weekend for the both of you. She doesn't want to sit there all weekend and watch you play that shit.
Well, you know, she's occupied. She's got her game now, so it's a fair trade. But
Yeah,
the good thing is that
would you rather have the weekend free or work all fucking weekend? You'd rather just have the weekend.
He's gonna
free and hang
sleep
out.
for like 2 days straight.
I'm gonna
after
sleep.
this.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, by the time Friday at 2 or 3 o'clock rolls around and I'm done, I'll see you Saturday. Like, I'll be waking up like,
Well, at least it got Saturday instead of you
I'll
having
have
to fucking
yeah.
work on the computer all Saturday and
And
Sunday.
and at least Saturday. I was gonna say at least Saturday if I do work or anything or it's just gonna be me getting footage and I can sit on my couch and play that. I can run I have my computer right here, so I can actually play it on my TV without having to sit here.
Oh, why didn't we do that?
He said,
Why?
"Take it to GameStop the day before the trade."
Oh, that would have been awesome. Damn.
They'll be
Not
like,
time
our
for-
system can't take this. Sorry.
Let me see if they have a trade-in value for it.
Well, shout out to the women in our lives because my wife helped me get the damn copy, and your girlfriend got you the copy too. So there you go.
Yeah, it was kind of like sometimes you need that little that little the pep in your step.
I almost
to be
said
like,
wife
all right,
again.
let me just do this. But
Well,
it's
he's got
like
both.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
She's gonna be a wife anyway. Who cares? Same shit.
yeah, but the thing is like it's still kind of funny that like how urgent everything was, and that evening completely ended like how I was not expecting it. You wake up one day, you think it's gonna end like, all right, I'll be
it
done.
Happened to me too. And then at 3:00 in the morning, as I'm playing this shit, Power Rangers fucking hits with the trailer.
Yeah, it's like, dude, what is happening? Like,
I'm like, today was like the best day ever.
Yeah,
I got the game. The game's great. Then fucking Power Rangers hits, and I'm like, holy shit.
yeah.
And
like
Power Rangers hit perfectly. It was like, that's exactly what we wanted as fans. We wanted an adult Mighty Morphin Power Rangers with the original fucking cast, and that's what we got. So there you go.
That's what you got, And the thing is too is like you have to think like, again, this is like I was saying earlier in the show, like it's just cool that we get a lot of the stuff redone and the time's right where it's with the right people and it just works. You know what I mean? And same thing with all those properties.
Mrs. Anthony. I'm not calling your wife Mrs. Anthony. I'll call her by her name or Mrs. Whatever your last name is. I know what your last name is, but still.
When I went back to Walmart at night and I couldn't get the game, I just bought cookies instead.
You should have just walked into the back room and fucking grabbed it off the shelf.
The same lady
They're not gonna know
was
who the
there.
fuck you are. They're gonna think you work there.
The same lady was there. She would have been like, sir, I'm old.
Yeah, help me.
Wait, was it his wife or his girlfriend? It's both. They're one person. There you go. Is there a new Power Rangers movie? There's a new Power Rangers 30th anniversary on April 19th on Netflix. The trailer launched last night.
As soon as we're done with this, look it up.
Fantastic. We talked about it at the beginning of the show.
It's called Power Rangers Once and Always. Yes, look that up after we're done here.
And they got the OG music people to do all that stuff too. When you're working playing Resident Evil, it's not a bad deal. Well, there you go.
Yeah, right. It's not bad. I was like, all right, it's time to play catch up now.
All right, so what's on the docket? The real show is starting right now after we're screaming and yelling at everybody.
We covered a lot of it, but let's see what else.
We did?
A couple. Yeah, just through passing, we covered a bunch of stuff.
Well, RE4 is done. We'll talk about that next week.
Yeah, it's done for now.
Yeah, I'm going to play it all weekend and try to beat it if I can, so I'll let you guys know, too.
I'm going to try to beat it
as a
when
first-timer. Oh, jeez. We got a release date for Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's coming out August 18th, and it'll be day one into Game Pass. So we could play that at the end of the
what
summer.
What about at 70 on PlayStation? Come on.
Yeah, or you can spend $70 on PlayStation.
I think it's only 40.
Yeah, I don't think it's 70. We
kind of August 18th it comes out?
Yeah, August 18th.
That's cool because that's when the first film takes place.
Oh, well then that's probably why they chose.
That's actually really cool. Yeah,
I didn't even realize
that's on a Friday this year. That's pretty cool, actually. That lined up.
Is it a Friday or Tuesday?
Let me see.
It's a Friday.
Wow.
Well, we'll fucking play that online. That'll be the game for that night.
I'm down.
What else happened? So the same crap we've been hearing about the ABK thing. We're just waiting for stuff to reach the deadline. So hopefully by the end of
I think by June that shit'll be wrapped up.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too. Because like I said before, in the U.S. the FTC has sued to block the deal, but it's looking like Microsoft is going to win that. And then in the EU, they're pretty much like going to pass it through. The UK is giving them a little bit of trouble. So I mean, we'll see. The deadline is the 22nd of May now.
Right.
So by June, I mean, they can't keep pushing it. That's it. So, also in addition to all that, which we already knew, but Microsoft is preparing to launch a mobile store by next year. They want to put anything they acquire through this and like any other mobile games like that Doom mobile game and stuff. They're going to put it all on this app store that you're going to be able to access through your regular app store. So
whatever.
Yeah, look out for that.
We will see how that plays out.
We'll know more after this deal goes through. So we kind of talked about Redfall. People are losing their minds. All day long, all I saw was people like, okay, so some guy at Arcane said that initially they were going to make the game multiplat. So everyone's like, oh my god, Microsoft had the PS5 version canceled. Like they're acting like the game was done on PS5 and Microsoft canceled it. It's
well,
like,
when Arcane, I'm sorry, when Xbox bought Bethesda, they were going to have a PlayStation version, and Microsoft said, we're going to focus on Xbox, Game Pass, PC, blah, 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 blah. But that's fine. I mean, that's what Sony does anyway with their games, right?
Well, what?
And Microsoft promised that the Bethesda games were going to be exclusive to Xbox. So, I mean, what were they going to do?
And they supported...
Listen, put your fucking big boy pants on. Look, I have to go out and buy a fucking PlayStation for Spider-Man, okay? I have to pay $550 fucking for one, okay? Put your fucking big boy pants on, okay? Go buy a Series S for $150 from Verizon when they go up, because they do go up every once in a while for $150, and then pay $1 and play the fucking game. If I want to play Spider-Man, I got to pay $550 for the console, and then I got to buy the fucking game for $40, $50, $60, $70. Okay? You could pay a lot less money to play a game. Or you could buy Game Pass for $1 and stream that shit. And you don't have to buy any hardware. By the way, the PlayStation 5 controller is compatible with Microsoft Cloud Gaming. So you don't even have to buy a remote. You have an iPad, you got a computer, you can stream that shit, and boom, you are ready to play. So
also,
I'm sick of these PlayStation guys. We have to spend less money to play a game. Shut the fuck up, you bitch.
Nobody was gonna play. They're not gonna play Redfall anyway.
They're not gonna play it. They're not gonna play Starfield. They don't like those games. They play Call of Duty, Madden, and what's the other fucking sports game that they play on there? The multiplayer. 2K. Yeah, exactly. So those games make a lot more money than the exclusives do every fucking year. So I don't want to hear that shit. And everyone's just on PlayStation because they like PlayStation. That's fine. But just admit it. Don't be stupid.
What year did they acquire Bethesda? Do you guys remember?
2017, 2018?
20...
Maybe it was 2019. I don't remember.
I don't know. It's something like that. But either way, they still support...
Maybe it was 2020.
They put Deathloop on. They still honor that deal. They still support Elder Scrolls Online. They still support Skyrim. They still support Fallout. At some point,
Minecraft just came out. Minecraft is actually in their service too.
And at some point, they gotta say, "Listen, we spent $7 billion. These are going to be Xbox games now." They said
Bethesda games were only going to be on Xbox. They flat out said that the minute that they bought them.
Right, and they didn't just cut anything off. People act like they were done with Redfall on PS5.
Of course, because now this is more of a reason to get the regulators people to warn the regulators. Oh, look what they did. It's like, but they didn't.
Which, by the way, the stupid lawsuit with like the gamers, like gamers
that got thrown out.
The deal, it got thrown out
because everyone's stupid.
Too, or yesterday, whenever, but. Yeah, I mean, this is absolutely ridiculous.
The judge said, "You know what, man, motherfucker, you got to go buy an Xbox if you want to play those games." Dismissed. It's called competition, buddy. I like how PlayStation guys are like, well, we want Microsoft to compete. It's like, bro, you don't want them to compete because if you want to play games, you're going to go buy an Xbox and play games.
Right.
but I like the controller. Then buy the Wingman adapter for $40 on Amazon, and you can use your PlayStation 5 controller with all the features except for DualSense, because Microsoft games don't support DualSense, obviously. And you can use your PlayStation 5 controller on your Series X or Series S.
That's what my
Okay?
dad honestly might have to do, to be honest.
Right, because he could play MLB for free, because he has Game Pass. I know people, ooh, Game Pass isn't free. Well, I'm paid up for 3 years, so it's free to me. Okay? Your dad could play it on Game Pass without paying an extra $70. You buy the adapter for $40, and you can play whatever the hell you want on the Xbox. That's it, man. It's simple stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it's like at some point they have to do what they got to do and stop making these games multi-plat. I mean, why did they spend $7 billion? At some point, it's got to end. They gave it years. They waited till 2023 to do this, and that's it. So,
Let me tell you something. On the Series S, I put the shield for PlayStation 2 with RetroArch on the Series S. I used my Wingman adapter, and I used my PlayStation 5 controller. I beat the whole game.
that's awesome.
On the Series
Yeah.
S with a PlayStation 5 controller, wireless.
You could play more PlayStation games on Xbox than you can on PlayStation.
Well, I know that. Well, that's why I hope PlayStation service gets better. It should have been out the gate, but I don't think they even know what they're doing with that service. When they should have known. Why are there 25 fucking tiers? I know Game Pass has several tiers, but that's if you're on several devices. If you have a PlayStation 5, what the fuck? There shouldn't be 4 tiers for one machine.
They didn't think it was going to be that
There should
important.
be 2 tiers, a low end and a high end. And that's it.
It was the service was an afterthought. We pretty much know
we all
that.
know that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to release until tomorrow night. All right, cool. So if you're going to go, thanks for hanging out, RWK. Thank you for the super chats, buddy.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate it. Go ahead.
That I'm just checking for anything else that happened while we were live. That was pretty much the bulk of it. I know they announced Counter-Strike 2, which is all right.
They did?
Oh yeah, you didn't hear about
That
that?
game came out like fucking 1997.
No, it's like they're like remaking the one that everyone plays, Counter-Strike Go or whatever. It's going to be
CS:GO?
like they're moving to a new game now, or they're like reworking it, so it's going to be like a new game, like a more modernized Counter-Strike. So that's good. It's going to be pretty cool, I guess, if you play Counter-Strike. I know a lot of people still do. I don't, but whatever.
Dude, your grandkids play Counter-Strike.
Yeah, right. Atari has 12 new games in development, planned to release in the next 18 months.
Are they going to be
War-
released on that machine or just everywhere?
I don't know. That's what Wario just posted like an hour or two ago. What?
What?
Berserk is one of them? I don't know. That's
Are
weird.
people going to threaten each other about Atari? I mean, is that going to be a
Oh.
thing too?
Atari enters into an agreement to acquire Night Dive Studios
Yeah, I
for
don't know
$10
what
million.
that is.
Half in cash and half in shares.
Well,
What's
there you
Night Dive? Let me see what they make. I'll tell you guys real quick. This all happened while we were
Scroll
live.
6 coming in 2040. I haven't played Counter-Strike in 15 years, says Stevie Mac. TV Mac, imagine.
TV. They make System Shock. Night Dive Studios. They're making the new one.
Yeah, I haven't played that. Good luck.
Well, so Atari owns that now, I guess. So
one game.
yeah,
Great.
yeah. I don't see anything else that I recognize. So whatever. Oh, they remastered Doom 64 in 2020. These people.
All right, that's
And
cool.
Quake and yeah. Anyway, let me see if anything
So
else
did you
happened.
see Modern Vintage Gamer tweeted out a picture of him with Phil Spencer at GDC?
Yeah, I did see
And
that.
he's like, Xbox is in good hands. That was like the what he put with the photo. Xbox is in good hands.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, did Phil Spencer fucking tell him, yeah, we'll keep RetroArch on for you?
He threatened them. People were giving him crap the other day for being like an Xbox fanboy. People were like, he got in a fight with some guy on there. I saw. Stupid.
Well, he likes Xbox.
Yeah, well, I don't understand why you gotta be.
likes all the consoles, but he's gonna give you the fucking facts. And if people don't want to hear that shit, then that's their problem.
Right.
That's what I'm saying, man. If you like games, you shouldn't care. You should just be like, where can I play it? How can I play it? I want to play it. I play N64 games on my original Xbox, hacked. Now I have an N64, but if I can play it anywhere that I can play it, great. It's not ideal to play it on the OG Xbox, but I could do it if I want.
Right.
I have a Super Nintendo, but I play the games on fucking emulators. If I want to break out the Super Nintendo, you guys know, and I've done it before, I'll break the Super Nintendo out. Sega Saturn, we played it emulated, and then we went out and got a mode, and we broke out an OG Sega Saturn. And we
Me
played
and
on
a couple
there.
friends were playing. We were doing like the Trivial Pursuit on OG, the OG Xbox in
Yeah,
person.
you gotta play that online with us. Stop
I do.
slacking.
I know. Well, the thing is like, as soon as I got it hacked, it was like I was, just running around doing all this RE stuff. So after the RE stuff kind of dies down, I can jump on with you guys when you're on there weekly or whatever. You know what I mean? Like I'll be able to jump on.
Right.
When it's like, dies down in April, hopefully, it's not as crazy. Or we can play something else. Whatever our first Xbox, I haven't streamed with you on there yet. So whatever the first game, or if we do a handful of games.
I'm ready to go.
That'd be cool. Oh no, the Winnie the Pooh movie is on RAR.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. I'm not getting
And guess what, Perry? The 8th Children of the Corn movie, because I know you can't wait to see that. That's on there.
Dude, I don't even remember watching any of those.
Were they even that good to make 8 of them? Like, I never even thought that it was that.
Somebody got the franchise and they're just fucking around.
That's what it's like. Winnie the Pooh. It's like the copyright's up, so they're like, or the trademarks. They're like, all right, let's just do whatever the fuck we want. Let's do horror Winnie the Pooh.
Well, they're
I
gonna,
like how this one is. What is this? A requel? It's just called Children of the Corn.
They're trying to get the Mickey Mouse because apparently that is up for public domain, and Disney's trying to fucking fight it.
Oh man,
Yeah, they can't do that to the
they don't want Mickey Mouse horror.
Yeah,
They don't want that.
That would be sad.
It's because of that, like the Touchy-san deals that they made years ago, like the old. They're not even Touchy-san deals exactly, but it's almost like the old school way of like, this is an old ass contract, and it's hard to like.
Well,
it's like we're either going to change it or we're not going to change it.
It's an actual law, a copyright.
It's a law, yeah.
After for musicians, 80 years after the musician passes away. So say a musician passes away, say an artist passes away. God forbid. You gotta wait 80 years, and then you can use that song public domain.
Right.
But it's 80 years after they drop dead. We'll be long gone. Our grandkids will be long gone. Our great grandkids will be able to use that shit on YouTube if there's even a YouTube in a few years. We don't even know.
Finally,
Look at MySpace. We never thought that shit was gonna go away. It's gone. Are you trying the Diablo 4 beta? It's free. You don't need to go to KFC anymore.
I'm gonna have to take a break from Resident Evil to play that. I really do want to try it.
You had to
a couple of my friends are in there. What's up?
You had to buy the Double Down to get it originally, but now on the Xbox dashboard, it says you could just download it.
I'm gonna play it on the Blizzard app or whatever. So I want to play
Double
on the
Down
sandwich.
How do you eat that? You throw it in the fucking garbage. No.
Oh, I'm sorry. 8 hours ago, 2 canceled Sega Saturn games. Adidas Power Soccer by Psygnosis, owned by Sony now, was never released. Also, Anthony, did you know Medieval had a Sony release and a Windows version in the works?
What?
But the minute that Sony bought the studio, they canceled those versions.
I didn't know that.
People should look at Sony's history. So there you go.
I did not know that.
That's crazy.
Medieval's a great game.
People were losing their minds this week because they're gonna delist Battlefield like Bad Company 1 and 2.
Is anybody playing that shit?
No, and you could get the game physically for like a
You can
cent.
fucking download it off of the internet. Like,
Yeah,
come on, guys. It's end of life shit. Did you see that crazy guy? I think he used to run the G4 TV over there. He bought all the Wii
I did
eShop
see.
games and everything.
I watched the video and I was just like face bombing the whole time. $22,000
Jeez.
he spent, and it was a nightmare to do it because
You
they
have
only
to-
let you.
Yeah, but it's so slow to buy something and then download it on the Wii U.
That it took him almost a year because he had to put $250 at a time and then download every single game as he went, and then like it was just horrible. I mean, the video's like interesting to watch, but it's stupid at the same time.
Double down. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah, the double down, throw it in the trash. No, I have a couple friends that are into Diablo, and they were playing. They were waiting 2 hours to get in the queue, but once they got in, they got in. You know, I have a lot of friends that were into Diablo 2, and then Diablo 3 happened, and that was a doozy. I don't know if you guys remember the meme that came from that, the C32 meme, or the whatever it was. It was
For
like
Diablo
the error.
3?
Yeah, do you remember that?
I worked the midnight launch of that game, and they didn't put it in the system at Best Buy, so we were there till like 2 or 3 in the morning, waiting for it to go live in the system. Then I bought the game. It's late at night. I'm like, I'm just gonna go install it and check it out real quick.
Error 37.
And get
That's
into the
what
game.
it's called. If you go on Know Your Meme, it's called Error 37.
Terrible night.
It's like it was known for the servers are busy at this time. Please try again later. Error 37 was
Don't
a
even
message
remind
that
me.
this has caused misery to millions who have bought the game because the login failure prevents the game from being played at all. Not
Yep.
even single player mode. The frustration of the internet brought along the meme. So there you go.
I was there 10,000 years
Error
ago. Gandalf.
37. Yeah. I have a vivid memory of that coming out and my friends hanging out and they were just telling me how like that it just completely like shot itself in the foot with that, because the second one was just, you know, people play that for years. I mean, still do, but I mean, it's just that's such a legendary game. I mean, you couldn't walk into a game shop for years without seeing that Diablo 1 and 2 box.
Right.
You know, that big ass box
It was
that they would
everywhere.
always have. It was everywhere.
Yeah, hopefully
Even
I can
people that
check
weren't
out
into
the
gaming
beta.
played that, you know. But
I never have no Warcraft, man. Warcraft
Uh,
2.
it's still around, right?
They remade 3 and it wasn't. They didn't do
Yeah,
a
I
good
remember
job.
that.
Yeah, so I don't know.
I waited so fucking long for 3 that it came out like
It was
10
too
years.
late.
It was like some Duke Nukem Forever shit.
I think I was almost in high school when 3 came out.
Okay,
It came out late.
3 was supposed to come out when I started high school. And it
Jeez.
came out when you were in high school.
I think it was like what 2000. Let me see. It came out in
It was supposed to
2000.
come out in, like,
oh, it's
97.
2002. So I wasn't quite in high school. I was in like junior high when it came out. But yeah, unbelievable, man.
It came out when I started high school. It came out after I finished high school. So there you go.
Yeah, they should.
Warcraft 3 came out. I didn't even care. It was
We were done with it by then.
We were done with it because we were playing Warcraft 2 Battle.net edition. That
It's
was such
funny
a great
because-
fucking game, man. We played that shit online with the modem and everything.
They remade Diablo 2 like last year. So I wonder if one day they'll go back to Warcraft 2 and like remake it.
Leave it alone. Don't touch it.
Yeah, I don't know. The other remake of 3 wasn't that good, so we'll see. Yeah, I don't really see much else going on right now.
Anything else going on in the news or what?
No.
You want to
Everyone's
check for
just-
breaking news or anything before we go?
Yeah, I'm checking Wario one more
'Cause the
time.
minute we fucking hang up, shit goes down.
Why does people keep showing this picture of like a Resident Evil anime? But that's not really an anime, right?
Yeah, it's a commercial. It's like the
Someone
Puppet
got
commercial.
hired. They commissioned someone to do something
Oh, okay.
with like an anime or whatever.
Sony TVs
Oh.
are on sale. Deal today.
Yeah, there's a bunch of TVs on sale. Sonic Frontiers got more content. I think it's coming out soon. I think
Who
it's free if you
cares?
have
The
it.
fucking game came out 100 years ago.
Yeah, everyone's done with that game. I don't know why they even bothered, but they did. Don't forget, if you didn't buy, anyone listening, if you're gonna buy Resident Evil on PC, buy it on CD keys. You'll
CD
save money.
keys. Hell
Yep.
yeah. Save
It's
that
still
money.
available right now for cheap, so go buy it.
Bye.
I didn't know, Frank. Rugrats the complete series is at Walmart. I think you're gonna have to get that.
I think it's only on DVD, or did it come out on Blu-ray?
I don't know, but I saw the DVD and it was like $35 or something.
Yeah, my Walmart usually has like stuff like that. Oh.
What?
Oh yeah, I think it's only on DVD.
I shout out to our Patreons over at Patreon, our sponsors over at Patreon, JB Zombie 89, Abo, Hockey Fan, and Captain Catch. Thank you once again for being sponsors of the Game Complainers podcast over on Patreon.
Thank you guys.
I want to also thank our members of the channel here, Nick, Liquor Sandwich. Thank you, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Let me see here. What else? Check out Dreadpool's channel. He's over at Dreadpool. He streams. He streamed Exo Primal, and it looks really good. At first, we thought it was Dead on Arrival, and he still claims it is, but he says Game Pass is going to help it. That came out after we ended, I believe, that Exo Primal is going into Game Pass day one.
Yeah.
So if you're not sure about it, there you go. Stevie Max said Netflix is taking Asher's Evil Dead off.
Really?
The Evil Dead Rise comes out. Well, good thing we got those Blu-rays. Those Evil Dead Blu-rays.
I did see that. That's coming off.
Let me see here. Check out Jesus and the guys over at M3 TV on YouTube. They're going to be covering WrestleMania and whatever the fuck AEW does anymore. I don't even know what the hell they do. AEW's a fucking lost cause.
AEW Mania.
Dude, their ratings were fucking floundering last week, quarter by quarter.
It's not good.
They only had 800,000 people watching for the main event, which was Jericho and the Bucks, right?
Yeah, because who the hell wants to watch that?
And WWE, we're going to be watching WrestleMania April 1st and 2nd. So we will check Cody Rhodes out winning the title. That's going to always be fun. Goldberg is a free agent, so he might be going to AEW. Don't worry, Jericho will make sure they fuck him over and they'll send him home and he'll have an attitude problem and they'll make sure he gets in a backstage fight and they'll make sure if somebody's fucking dog is back there getting hit with a fucking chair and shit. And Tony Khan will send Goldberg home and Jericho's belly will get even bigger with the fucking ego the size of the fucking galaxy. And
it makes his
that
belly
will ruin
grow.
the company even more. So there you go. Chris Jericho fucking up AEW as usual.
Fucking Chris Jericho.
I like how the company was perfect and then they hit this whole Punk thing happened and they fucking ruined it.
Yeah, that's usually what happens.
Because they didn't like the guy's opinion, so they fucking destroyed the whole company.
That sounds about right to me.
Yeah, well, you went
They
from
just don't care.
1 million fucking viewers to like 800,000 people, so.
All for some fat guy's ego. That's it.
They had a house show, their first house show, and apparently the women's match was horrible. I saw a video of it, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? And I showed it to Elon. He's like, dude, this looks like they're having their very first match. I was like, oh, shit.
They got to get their crap together. I think it's too late, but
I think AEW is. I think they're too late. They had it, man. They had everybody. It was perfect. And then the way that they treated this whole CM Punk situation destroyed the company.
Ever since the scrum.
Yeah. Well, I mean, after the scrum, people were like, "Oh yeah, fuck Punk." We never did. We were like, "No,
no, exactly."
They fucked him over, and then little by little, the ratings were fucking declining to the point where they're like plummeted. And it's like, I mean, when you get rid of your top star, what do you think happens, man?
Yep.
It happened to
No, but
WWE when Stone Cold left.
well, it's like, what's the draw anymore?
Yeah. Rock and
There's
Austin were the
nothing.
draw. When they were no longer on TV, people stopped watching.
Yeah.
Oh, but John Cena, yeah. John Cena was great, but John Cena wasn't getting 9s and fucking 8s in the ratings. He was getting like fucking 2s and 3s.
Well, and you went from having a bunch of draws, like different people, to having one guy who then
I
sucked.
know when Seth Rollins was the champion a few years ago, they were getting like 1s.
Yeah.
I'm saying shit falls off.
Because they usually only push one person. So if that's not your guy, you're not going to watch. Whereas you used to tune in and you could have Mick Foley, you could have The Rock, you could
Right,
have
you had a variety of
yeah.
characters. Well, what happened
Right.
with WWE was once they lost Rock and Austin, they were always trying to find the next Rock and Austin. They couldn't. So they just stuck with fucking Cena, and, you know, Cena was a big deal, but he's only a big deal because of his longevity.
Yeah, so they had one like top guy and then all mid guys that they would
One
just
top
feed
guy
to
for
that
fucking
guy.
12 years straight. And
Right.
it's like, man, you couldn't even do that with Hulk Hogan, man.
No.
He
And
got
then they
fucking
never
played
built
out.
anybody up.
I like how they posted an old Stone Cold like Howard Stern interview, and he was telling him about how it went down, like how he met him in the office and like try to just tell him like straight up like what went there, because he just like didn't even show up. It was like, oh yeah, we're gonna have you lose to this dude,
To
and he's just
Lesnar.
like this, yeah, and he's just like, yeah, no, that's not happening. And then it was like, but he didn't name drop him in the interview, and I was like, that's Lesnar. And then it's like, it's just funny to hear his perspective, because he's just like, yeah, he's like, he's like, I just kind of, he still was injured from the pile driver, a few years and stuff like that. It was just interesting to hear his take when he was still
Well, you
fresh,
see
like
these
out of there.
idiots today online are like, oh, he didn't want to put over Lesnar. No, that's not what happened. Austin had just been fucking buried by everybody. If you look at Austin, he had lost every pay-per-view since Survivor Series 2001. He was supposed to lose at WrestleMania 18 to Scott Hall, and he had to threaten Vince that he wasn't going to show up to win that one. Because he's like, why are you beating me? This is like the fucking 5th or 6th pay-per-view that I'm losing at.
Yeah, like what is happening? Like,
And even after the Hall match, he lost all his pay-per-views. And that's when he fucking walked out. Because Vince was like, well, we want you to lose in the King of the Ring qualifier on Raw to Lesnar. And he's like, if I'm going to lose to Brock Lesnar, at least build it up to a SummerSlam match or something.
that's what he was saying in an interview. He's
And
like,
he's
there's
like,
no build-up.
I'll
Yeah.
lose to him. But that translates to fans today where, oh, he didn't want to put over Lesnar. No, that's not what happened. Everyone has their own situation. Goldberg recently said that, people asked him, would you have one more match? And he goes, I really want a retirement match because, they owe me one. That turns into, oh, WWE doesn't owe you shit, Goldberg. Ugh, how dare you say it? That's not what the guy fucking said. He didn't say it with malice. He was probably just like, yeah, they owe me one. I did them a few favors. I just want to have a retirement. Because he wants to put over Braun Breaker, who's Steiner's fucking son. Because Goldberg and the Steiners are like best buddies. So he wants to put the kid over.
Yeah.
So that's why he wants a retirement match. But these stupid fucking fans are so dumb. Ooh, he can't work. Well, breaking fucking news, right? Who cares? It's wrestling. Get the fucking Bray Wyatt page shit off your phone and fucking shut up. Bunch of fucking idiots.
Oh no.
So, whatever. Sting EW. Well, there you go. Well, Sting is returning. He's going to retire this year, allegedly. So we'll see. We'll see how long that lasts. But yeah, Goldberg. I think they should give him a retirement match, but he's no longer under contract there. He's been a free agent since January, so he's probably headed to AEW, which is weird because he never wanted to do like the third party companies. He always wanted to either do WWE or nothing. So I think they should bring him in, let him lose to Braun Breaker at like a WrestleMania or something. And then that's it. Had the guy retire at WrestleMania. Ron Breaker beat the freaking legend of
That makes
Goldberg, and
sense.
that was it. If you look at the future of WWE, it's all WCW kids. Bray Wyatt. Although he's on the fucking outs now. I don't know what happened with him. Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, he's
Charlotte
Bray
Flair.
Wyatt's
They're
in
all
trouble.
WCW kids. Uncle Howie. Bray Wyatt's brother, so there you go. And there's a rumor that Triple H is going to replace the Universal title with the big gold belt from WCW. So that might even make a comeback. Who knows? Hogan couldn't work either. Yeah, he can't work. There's no way. Goldberg just spent the same amount of money on a huge custom garage for his car, so he probably uses some extra change. Goldberg has so much fucking money, he don't need it. He'll take it, but he don't need it. He's good.
Maybe he'll go wrestle Sting.
I don't think Sting wants to fucking get his bones broken by Goldberg.
Yeah, that's
Can he
true.
handle a spear?
No. No.
I mean, Sting might be able to take one. Who knows?
I don't know.
I don't have a problem with
I heard
Goldberg
him.
at all. I love the guy.
Yeah,
I don't
he's
think
fine.
people understand. In the 90s, it was Austin or Goldberg. And they were both popular.
Goldberg's on the cover of that game. Where he's
He's
like,
on the cover of all the games because he was the
Yeah.
man. But people today, oh, he can't work. It's like, yeah, breaking news. It's fucking fake wrestling. Of course it's a
Right.
fucking... He can't work. He's not supposed
work
to.
rate. Work
He's-
rate.
He's supposed to come in. Do you think in Terminator movies, oh, Arnold doesn't know how to kill that. He doesn't know how to snap that guy's neck. Okay, but he's a machine. He's not supposed to fucking blink his eyes and fucking cry and fucking fart in the guy's face and shit. Like, he's not supposed to do that stuff. He's supposed to be a machine, go in there and fucking smash the guy in the face.
Right.
Okay?
That the video you sent with
Well,
him in the
Arnold
liquor
can't act
store.
because he has no emotion in the movies. Come on. He's playing
That's
a character.
that's his gimmick.
Yeah.
Goldberg's not supposed to work a 45-minute match. He's supposed to come in, kill the guy, and fucking walk to the back.
Exactly.
You have other people that can do that. Well, should I get mad at William Regal because he's not a luchador?
Yes.
He doesn't do the fucking lucha libre matches? I mean, come on, guys. Hogan couldn't even work back in the 80s and 90s. Guy had like 3 moves. Well, he could work in Japan, but he didn't have to work over here because he didn't need it. He was
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan.
It just worked.
But why would he put himself through all that shit when he could just have an easy night? Go out there, do brother, and then fucking
And
kick the
everyone's
guy
like,
in the
"Yeah."
face and drop the leg on him, and that's it.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to do any of that Japanese shit where he grabs his leg for 45 minutes and all that. He doesn't need to do that. Let the other guys do that. It's like getting mad at your mechanic because he doesn't know how to make fucking, like, he doesn't work in a restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Make
might
me
know how to fix this
pancakes.
car, but you can't fucking cook, motherfucker. Let's leave him a negative review. This motherfucker can't cook food. It's like, but that's not his job.
Yeah. It's like he's there to fix a car.
Yeah, he has a different role in life. Goldberg
Yeah.
had a different role. It's to come in and smash people like the Terminator. And by the way, when Goldberg did have certain matches with certain people, long matches with Sid Vicious at, I'll never forget, Halloween Havoc 99. Was it 99 or 98? Where Goldberg and Sid Vicious beat the fucking shit out of each other. To the point where Sid was bleeding and they did the whole thing where the referee just gave Goldberg the U.S. title. And it's like, wait a minute. They had to stop the match because Sid was bleeding too much and the referee just handed him the belt. And I'm like, what? You can't
Wow.
do that. And they did it. But the guys beat the shit out of each other. It was great. There's no ballerina football tutu dancing here. These guys are beating
Nicole.
the shit out of each other, for real. Negative review. Drinking beer. He's not drinking beers. Beer's clacking.
Blink. Oh hell yeah!
Any breaking news or what? Anything?
No, let me check one more time. Just
We're
in
not gonna
case.
make like 40 fucking videos on DK oldies.
No. Yeah, nothing else is happening. Resident Evil in a couple hours.
Yep.
That's it.
Couple hours.
24 hours for us, but
Yeah, people will start streaming it by 7 a.m. Eastern, probably 8,
us
9.
pe-
You mean
us
like
peasants.
5 hours from now, 7 a.m.?
Yeah, like because again,
The
according
embargo.
to the according to the Capcom support thing, people are asking like, hey, if you're giving out this code, is it okay for people to stream? And they're just saying, yeah, anytime tomorrow. Other people have their video gameplay dropping tomorrow as well. So if you notice, you'll see a lot of the gameplay being completely uploaded tomorrow because they can. So you'll see that too.
Negative review, the mechanic doesn't do OnlyFans.
No, that would be a popular mechanic.
Yeah, right.
Well, what if the mechanic says we gotta order you new tires, and then you get mad because like, oh, you should be able to know how to make those tires. I gotta order this part. Oh, you can't just make it yourself.
Well, you can't just go in the back and get it. The fuck?
This
What do you mean
guy's
there's no ice? You mean I got to drink this coffee hot?
This guy's a dick. He doesn't know how to fix the parts that he has to order. He's lazy. He's ordering parts instead of fixing them. Oh my god.
It would be dangerous if a mechanic was doing that. That what VB said.
He would. Oh yeah. Well,
He goes to slam the hood. Ah!
don't stuff
Like,
his tailpipe.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. Well, I think that might be it. So
Yep.
I want you guys to enjoy your weekend with Resident Evil.
Yeah,
So are
definitely.
you.
Yeah,
I'm not talking
yeah,
in the chat room.
yeah. No, I appreciate it. Yeah, thanks for thanks for I don't know, just coming along for the ride for the craziness that was trying to get this thing. You know, we all kind of had our own experiences, but it worked out, and I'm excited to. I always bring in new Resident Evil games for the 24 play through even before I was doing live streams. So this will be a lot of fun, and stay tuned. Start tomorrow at 2 p.m.
We were willing to get one and bring it to your house at freaking
Yeah.
10 o'clock at night.
That's what I was.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, how are we gonna do this?
I was gonna
totally
try to
need
do
get
if I
it.
was able to get a couple too. I was willing to do the same thing for you guys.
I even joked around. I said, "Come down, baby, I got it."
Yeah, I saw that. And like while that's happening, I was trying to get mine, so I was like, "Hang on, let me see what happens here." But yeah, it was it worked out. So thank you, Wally World, and I'll stay tuned for the review.
Dreadpool, I got media passes for next week's MegaCon in Orlando. It's that time again, huh?
Nice.
You're telling me you don't have a complete engine specifically meant for a 2003 Toyota Camry sitting in the back?
Yeah, exactly. I have an 06 Camry, so there you go.
The road to RE9 begins. So there you go.
Yeah, I mean that could be announced at E3. So I don't think they're stopping.
Well, Dreadpool is going to have, if he's got those media passes at MegaCon, he's going to start filming content there. So subscribe to his
You could
channel.
do interviews too. Hopefully he could do some interviews with some people. That'd be cool to see.
Yeah, he's going to upload all that stuff on his channel. So subscribe and wait. If you can't make it there, at least he'll show you. He'll probably have his 360 camera.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's lifelike anyway, so get the feel for it.
You can see the gum on the floor, the gum on the ceiling.
You see how dirty the venue is? Yeah.
That's not why he's bringing the camera, but whatever.
No, it's just we're just making a joke.
Hey, there's dust on that chandelier.
Yeah, can you imagine if he did that? He just pointed to all the shit that's dirty. This is fucked up. That's backwards. He's just roasting it, like as he's there. Like he has press passes. He's just roasting the whole thing.
Like, you should be
I'd watch
ashamed of
that.
yourselves how
Yeah.
dirty this is.
Dude, just get a Swiffer.
Imagine he does that and then he reviews cleaning products. That's his whole channel. Like the worst.
This Swiffer works better than this Swiffer. And it's like Swiffer versus like whatever the fuck like the off-brand would be.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
This mechanic doesn't build cars. 1 out of 5 stars.
Yeah.
Dreadpool, I will get interviews for 4G TV.
I will never stop collecting.
I will never get interviews for my company. And a few for myself. Well, there you go.
There you go.
Nice.
I'll have to remember that. It's cool because on Dreadpool's videos, you can click on the top left. There's a 360 button on YouTube. You can literally just rotate the entire screen any way you want.
And you can still hear the video as it's going, which is awesome.
He was doing an interview at Uno's, and you could see the lady like sitting right behind him, making all these weird faces and stuff like that.
That's awesome.
Look at the spot on the carpet. Oh man.
I don't know. I want to know where that came from.
Yeah, you never know.
Well, it's funny because he's giving the waitress his order, and you can see the guy cooking the food, like in the corner. If you just rotate the camera a little bit,
That's funny.
yeah, it's really cool. The
It's an
mechanic
awesome
won't
feature.
remake Code Veronica. He won't rebuild Code Veronica.
No.
I'm
Makes
What do you
sense.
mean you don't know how to code?
Yeah, with pancakes, what the fuck?
Do you even code, dude? Do you even code, bro? Wasn't that a thing a few years ago? Wasn't that like an internet meme?
Oh, I still say that all
You
the
don't
time.
even
Do you
code,
even
bro.
live?
Yeah, you don't even code.
So, when's this 10-year show again? When are you coming here for that?
June
Well, like
5th,
I
right?
said, like I always say this when we talk about this. The channel was created.
In May or June?
It was created in June, but it depends on if you go back in the archive and see when it was uploaded exactly, then
All right,
we can
screw
make that the
but-
date.
Okay, I'll try to do.
It's up to you. It's whatever you want to do.
I'll look right
because
now. Where the fuck is it? I
Otherwise-
can't look right now because I'm gonna get fucking kicked off.
I think we planned for June 5th, but
I know we talked about that because that's when the channel
right.
was made into existence. But if
excuse
Perry
me.
wanted to base it off that, we could, or if you wanted to do it off of when it was uploaded,
Yeah.
but that's up to you.
What episode is that?
'Cause it would just be called episode 1.
No, I mean,
So
what
it's probably-
episode is? What would the 10th be?
I don't even know.
Oh.
I mean,
Or-
technically, this is 485, but we mislabeled an episode.
Okay,
so
so
we're just 484. But
so then next week will be
man, 400 fucking episodes. Can you believe this shit?
Yeah, it's wild.
89, 90, 91, 92, 93. Oh, it'd be like 94, 494. It's in like 10 weeks if
For
we
the
do it on the
5th.
5th. Yeah,
Wow.
so
Nobody will even be playing this game anymore. Resident Evil 4. 10
Nope.
weeks.
everyone will be long done.
I'll be maxed out on it, but probably.
Well, at least you don't have to play the old one anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I could also, I plan on streaming obviously more stuff down the road this year. Silent Hill 2, other
How
horror
much will I
stuff.
weigh in 10 weeks?
Less than me.
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't
You're
eat
gonna-
anything anymore. I eat romaine lettuce.
You're gonna wither away to nothing. While I'm sitting here eating cookies. And I'm gonna
Well,
bulk
that's the
up.
whole thing. You get down to the point where you can eat cookies again. That's the whole trick.
Like you can afford
Yeah.
to fit them in and
I'd
not
rather
have
lose
it like,
fucking 75 fucking pounds than have a couple of cookies.
That's the best way to do it.
But
and even if you have that and like you have cookies, but like you keep drinking water, like you balance it out. Like you can have that and then afford
I mean, we had Carvel cake. You know
Right.
what I mean? And I'm still dropping weight because I don't eat anything else with that stuff in there.
exactly, and you're
Right.
still drinking water, and you were only
Moderation.
I was gonna say like
Even
it
for
was-
the birthday, I didn't go crazy.
no,
I said we
Absolutely
were going to go
not.
crazy because I was like, it's my birthday, whatever. But I was sitting there. I was like, yeah, whatever. I'm just going to keep eating what I'm eating.
Yeah, because your body's already used to it at
It
that
just
point.
saves the
You're just
room
like,
for the damn cake, and that's what we did. And
yeah,
I'm fucking down 20 pounds since my birthday.
that's awesome.
It's amazing.
40 pounds in total. 41 pounds, right? What was it that I posted on there?
Yeah, I think you said 41.
That's awesome.
41 since
Yeah.
January, so.
It's a lot.
I mean, by the anniversary, maybe you'll be down another 20. You know what I mean? Fuck it, right? Smash it. Smash the
I
goals.
fucking hope so.
But yeah, that'll be cool. Yeah, so whatever works for that. If you want to do it on the 5th, do it the day it was uploaded. Just I guess we'll just do
I'll
it
find
like
out.
Let's see what it ends up being,
that. Yeah.
Maybe it'll fall on a Wednesday or something, then I don't know, whatever. We'll figure
Yeah,
it out.
and then the week for the shop, like I said, I'll be able to come up Sunday into Monday that
Yeah,
weekend.
we'll figure that out. That's fine.
So that's
Whatever
all
day you
good.
can
So
do.
it's good to plan the stuff out ahead so we know, and I
So-
can write it in on my calendar and shit.
So now you know,
Yeah.
Frank, you got to stay on Sunday. You can't leave at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, well,
You
that's
can't
fine.
come
I
at 1
can't,
o'clock and then fucking leave at 3.
I can't come on Monday, but I'll stay on
Oh,
Sunday
yeah,
all
Monday
day.
you got the kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Again, if anything, I'll be up there like in the morning. Leave morning Sunday, be up there by noon. So I like those drives in the morning. You just shoot right up. There's no problem.
RE4 remake is already dead. There you go.
Damn.
It'll be dead at 7 a.m. when all the playthroughs go and everyone's commentaries go. That's when it's dead. When it's completely an oversaturated. I mean, even my stream tomorrow, like I'll have people, but it's going to be hard to push through that algorithm. So obviously, anybody that can come through, just drop a like. Even if you don't want to watch it, if you want to play it later, that's fine. Just hit the like button.
So,
Same
listen.
thing with this stream. Hit the like button if you haven't. Come on.
So, listen. You don't have to give anything away, obviously. But when you beat this game, it clearly points you in a direction where they're going next, right? Because you kind of said that earlier.
Yes. Yes.
And there's like no
It
doubt.
just makes sense. There is no doubt. You're going to be like, okay, and
Alright.
fans will know, and people like Frank will be like, oh, okay, so I'm assuming it's this, and then we'll be like, yes, it's that, and then you'll
Well,
be like, okay.
ironically, I played 5 and 6, so if it's
I was
anything
gonna
to do with
say,
that, I'll know.
There
right
you
away.
go. So you're up. You're at least up to snuff on that.
But I
But
didn't
yeah,
play Code Veronica, so I don't know if it has to do with that.
no, like I said,
Code Archie and
see.
Veronica. Dino Crisis is next. Does the dinosaur eat Leon at the end?
I was
T-Rex
gonna
just
say, that's
smashes.
the T-Rex from Simmons from 6 comes back to haunt Leon, and
fuck
that's what
Simmons.
ends up happening. That was the worst. That's one of the worst boss fights in Resident Evil history, by the way. But anyway, yeah, that's a whole other thing.
Fucking Simmons. Those characters are so generic. Those are like Final Fantasy characters in fucking Resident Evil 6.
Yeah, it was too much,
It's like, why?
But I think now they know how to keep it laid back to where it's not fucking nuts.
Dino Crisis is next.
Yeah, and I'll be also uploading my first reaction playthrough that I have recorded in a few different parts. So I'll be putting out part 1 as well tomorrow simultaneously with the stream. So my first reaction is out there in one part, not the full part, and then obviously I'll be live streaming. So that will be also coming out, and then I'll just work on the review whenever I get it done because I didn't get it in ahead of time.
Code Hernia.
Besides,
Code
Code Hernia.
Veronica Vaughn.
Code Veronica Vaughn.
It's one hot piece of ace.
Dude, that movie is so fucking old. That movie is 30 years old this year.
Oh my god,
Can you believe that?
that hurts.
That hurts. It was on fucking pay-per-view, man, when I rented it on TV. Thank you, Veronica, for beating the shit out of me.
That's when he was still
supposed to
funny.
pinch my leg when he was breathing short of air.
That guy. Oh my god.
I don't know, man. What happened to Adam Sandler? This guy,
He got not
he made
funny
2
in
good movies and he
2000.
fucking became a wacko.
He
The
bailed.
second it hit the 2000s, he was not funny anymore.
Yeah, Mr. Deeds fucking sucked. You know that movie's 21 this year?
I saw that in the theater. Help.
The theater.
You have any more gum?
Do you have any more gum? More gum? More. That was the end of the song.
Doyle rules. They're all dying, and they're just saying, Doyle rules. I like how he apologizes to fucking Bug Eyes over there.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
his name? Steve Buscemi.
Steve Buscemi, yeah.
And then he marks him off the list and he puts lipstick on.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
It's like so random.
He shot him in the ass, though, at the end, right?
I don't even remember. I haven't.
With
The
the
last time I
sniper
saw that
rifle?
movie, it was on DVD.
I have it on HD DVD, and I
Oh
didn't
my
even open
god.
it. I have a stack of HD DVDs not open, and I have my HD DVD player and my 360 HD DVD player.
Jeez.
The HD
I have-
DVD player I got at Goodwill for fucking $10. What they came with the
Oh,
remote and
wow.
everything. It was a Toshiba.
I have a bunch of HD DVDs, but no player. I'm
Well,
never
you gotta
gonna
bring 'em
watch
here
them
then.
anyway. Yeah.
Nope, you gotta donate them. They sell for like $1 on eBay, brand new, sealed.
Yeah, I know. Nobody cares about them.
I do.
I just remember that when we were like, me and Kyle, we were in the mall, and it was when they were advertising the PS2 Slim, and the fucking Kyle was like, "Who puts their PS2 Slim up like that?" And the guy behind us was like, "I do." And we turned around and he was gone. Like he was gone. We were just like, we still talk about it to this day. We're just like, who actually? Because you saw it in the window, like it's like on the big poster, and it's like us, like the gray slim line, like standing up. And Kyle's like, who puts their PS2 up like that? That's stupid. And the guy's like, I do. And he just walked away. We're like, what the fuck? That's what that reminded me of. I do.
Chlorophyll, more like borophyll.
Oh, good
man.
times.
Such a good fucking movie, but he never went back to it, man. He's
Yeah,
making
No.
stupid movies.
It just never, you know. I think the only one that he kind of did that was decent was that movie Funny People, which was kind of like a satire on like actual.
Yeah, I
like,
saw that movie. I have it on
I didn't see
Blu-ray.
it.
it was more serious. Like, you know, it's funny, but it's not like a comedy, haha. It's just like it was trying to be more like, I guess, legitimate, seriously, not like so raunchy. But it was just okay.
I think
I
Elizabeth
didn't.
Banks is in that too, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Because the
Yeah,
fucking Ninja Turtles guy's in it.
Oh right.
What's his name? Rogen? Seth
Fucking
Rogen?
yep, Seth Rogen's in there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a comedy, but then like Adam Sandler tells the guy to go fuck off, and you're like, wait a minute, where'd that come from? And it just changes the whole mood of the movie.
Yeah, because he's sick in the movie, so he
Yeah.
becomes sick, and it's like a whole thing, and you're like, this is dark. You know what I mean? Like this actually gets pretty serious. So I get why it was. I mean, I don't think he's bad. Like even like Uncut Gems, you know, when he was like a serious, like, you know, he was like a sleazebag, but he plays it serious pretty good.
He's a good
I mean,
actor, but the problem is
Uncut
like,
Gems.
we
And that's not
wanted-
his movie either. So
we
that's
wanted
why,
Billy
you know.
Madison too, and this guy's making fucking grown-ups. It's like,
But that's what I'm saying is that
dude,
the
nobody
movies that
wants
he
grown-ups. We want
produces.
fucking Billy Madison too, man.
Yeah, it's like the movies that he produces and makes. He's just going on vacation.
It's like
And
fucking
it's like-
Eddie Murphy. Like for years, we want the rated R Eddie, and he's making all these kids movies. Now
Dr.
he's starting
Doom.
to. The
It's
last
'cause-
like
yeah.
15 years, he's like teetering on rated R Eddie, and I'm like, good, bring back rated R Eddie. They're filming
Yeah.
fucking Beverly Hills Cop fucking 4 right now with the original cast. They're 100 years old, but they're doing it. Great.
That's true.
That's what we want. We want rated R Eddie. What was it, Tower Heist? He started like coming back as rated R Eddie. I was like, that's the movie. That's what I want. I want rated R Eddie. I don't want this fucking Haunted Mansion bullshit.
Let's see, I grew up with that, with the PG Eddie, and then when I saw the stand-ups, I was like,
He
how
has
can you see it?
he has 10 kids, and I'm sure he's got like 20 grandkids. But that's why he did the fucking children's movies, because he had all these
Yeah.
kids. And he didn't want to, he didn't want them growing up crazy.
Yeah, because when I
Like he
when
did
I was-
SNL right before the whole picnic thing, and he was like fantastic. I was like, that's Eddie Murphy. That's Eddie Murphy that I want. I don't want this Doctor Doolittle shit. Go ahead.
I remember like watching Nutty Professor and Doctor Doolittle and Shrek, and
Yep.
I thought that's what I knew him from. And then when I got older, I watched the stand-ups, and I was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe he's saying these
Watch
things."
Trading Places. Watch,
But I didn't know any of that back then.
Coming
until
to
I was
America.
older.
All those movies are great.
Oh, I saw Coming to America when I was young. But
Trading Places is like perfect. That's like one of the perfect movies for the holidays. They were so good in that film. Dan Aykroyd and Eddie Murphy. And Jamie Lee Curtis is in there too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you know what? What's a good movie? I think it just came out on Blu-ray like last year or the year before. Showtime from 2002
I never
with
saw
Eddie
it.
Murphy and De Niro. That's a good fucking movie.
I haven't seen it.
So they're filming a reality show. This is like before reality TV really blew up. Like Survivor had already been out and stuff like that, and they're doing a cop show where they're following cops around. And he's
Like
trying,
cops, basically.
Yeah, he's trying to be a cop. And they pair him with De Niro, and De Niro is like, "Get this fucking guy out of here. He's not a cop." And Renee Russo's in it. She's a TV producer and all that. It's fucking great. Not like the best movie ever, but it's fucking funny.
There you go. That's all you can ask for. It's
I'll have to check it
entertaining,
out. That sounds
especially
pretty
from
good.
that era.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I have those on 4K. Beverly Hills Cop.
Showtime, I think, is on HBO Max right now. Yeah, it was on YouTube for free a couple of months ago. Definitely check that out.
Actually, you know what? Did we get number 3 on 4K yet?
I don't think so. I don't think
No,
that
for
came out.
Beverly
Apparently,
Hills
they're retconning Beverly Hills Cop 3 with 4.
Oh, because I only have 1 and 2.
I like 3. You know who's in that? John Saxon's in it. He's one of the villains.
Oh, okay. I remember this.
I only see 1 and 2 here, and that's what I have on the shelf over there.
Dude, he punches a fucking kid in the stomach in that fucking movie.
Really?
Yeah. The kid, he's like dressed up as an elephant because it's like Disney World, but it's not because they have to change all that shit.
Right. Yeah. It's like an amusement park that's just like inspired by
Uncle Dave's World or some shit. It's called. I don't know.
Yeah.
And he's an elephant, and this kid just fucking comes up to him and punches him. Right? And at the end of the movie, he fucking punches the kid. Oh man, it's a great fucking movie, but it's it's like kind of like the Rocky 5, where they were like, we're gonna retcon this one. Did you see the Schwarzenegger stuff?
I was dying at when he's in the liquor store. Oh my god, that was like the funniest thing I've ever seen.
They deep faked Schwarzenegger's voice and his face over all these movies. So we got the ones from Superbad when he's in the freaking liquor store, and we got the mini me.
Yo,
the mini me was pretty good.
Superbad. That movie's one of my favorite.
Go in the group chat and click on that.
Oh, you gotta see that. It was so funny. It's when he's
in the mini me one. It's fucking who's that guy? The prototype. One? What's his name?
Oh,
the
Jason Statham.
Yeah.
Oh, the
not the Halo guy. He plays Dr. Evil's son.
Yeah,
was it Seth Green?
Yeah.
And then you see Stallone playing the lady trying to squirt mini me with the little water thing, the water canister. They made Step Brothers with Stallone and fucking Schwarzenegger. It's fucking hilarious.
Anthony, the super bad one is when he's oh, you're watching it. Okay.
Watch it right now.
It's like the best part of the movie.
You just killed that lady.
You seen the real movie? It's so
I saw
like
the movie.
stupid. Yeah, like
It's
because he's
so
like,
good.
you just killed that lady, but in the
It's like, you
other one, he's
fucking
like, you
killed her.
just killed that lady. That was funny, man. I was cracking up watching that.
Pissed off. I was gonna do with this a security breach. That's awesome.
It's just
That
his
is
face
fucking
on
awesome.
stupid, what's his name's fat body with the
Yeah,
stupid
Jonah
hair.
Hill.
Yeah.
And it's like, I just like how when his throat's getting slit, he's like, oh, that was a good one.
You gotta
Yeah,
watch the
Superbad's
mini me
fucking
ones.
awesome.
The mini
The
me
mini
one's
me
right
ones
on
are
top of
funny
that
too.
one.
Yeah.
No, we don't nibble on the cat. That's what he says. Fucking, this shit's so fucking funny.
I'm so glad they can do this stuff now.
What really sucks is though, it's like you really want to see these movies now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what brings things back. You know what I mean? When people see this stuff on like, you know, a TikTok or a YouTube short, and people are like, "Yo, what's that? What's that from?" You know, and then they find it.
Yeah, it's great. Let me see here. Check one last time. There's breaking news since we stayed on late.
I'm checking. As I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
No worry for, huh? Elix 2? Backbone?
no news here.
Nothing here.
Ugh.
Anthony's gonna be live in 12 hours.
Yeah,
Less
I gotta
than
be
12
live for a
hours.
day.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap up.
That's
Well-
gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun though. It's gonna be a good time. Been waiting for this since last June. Ready to rock and roll.
Well, I want to thank you all for watching. Hope you had a good time. I know we went a little hardcore on some of these topics that people don't want to talk about, but you know what? That's what we do here.
Yeah, I mean it's not out of pocket for us. So to be
It was
fair,
fun.
Yeah, I know. Well, I will say, everyone enjoy Resident Evil.
yes.
Anthony, enjoy Resident Evil. He's going to be live
Yes.
tomorrow at what time?
2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
2 p.m. Oh. Well, he's going to be live at 2 p.m. That's 12 hours from now.
It's better than starting at 12 at night on Friday. You know, in a Friday. So
And
that would suck.
That's going to be it. So, everyone, check his channel out tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern. And maybe I'll stream on the weekend. Whenever the trainer comes out, whenever the Shrek mod shows up, I'll probably stream. I'll stream it on PC with cheat codes. So
Yeah, 'cause chances are I'll be wrapping up by like 4 on Friday, or you know, like 3 or 4. Like we usually go a little.
I'm probably not getting my code until Friday on PC because it's CD keys. And then I gotta wait for the trainer, and then I gotta wait for the Shrek. So maybe I'll be on Friday night or Saturday. I don't even know.
Gotcha.
But we will have fun with Shrek. That's for sure.
Oh yeah.
So thank you all for watching. Take care. Stay safe
Thanks,
out
everyone.
there.
Thanks, guys.
And we will catch you all next week.
Bye.
That's it.
Peace.
Bye bye, guys.
Bye.
All right, bye. Take care. These guys, they always leave early. They're suckers because the show is now beginning for real. No, it's not. I took my headphones out. All right, everybody. Take care. Stay safe. Have a good one. Check out Trainwreck's channel. It's VB. Check out Dreadpool's channel at Dreadpool. Check out M3 TV on YouTube for all the wrestling needs. You got Jesus and all those guys over there. Who else? Anthony's channel. Let's Talk Resident Evil. And I don't know who else has a channel that I can throw out there right now. Yeah. So I'll thank you guys there. Shout out to Purple Herb one last time. Thank you. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have gotten the game early. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for stopping in. Shout out to JB Zombie 89, Abo, Hockey Fan, and Captain Catch over on Patreon. Thank Liquor Sandwich for being a member. Mark Main, I see you, buddy. Take care. Thanks for hanging out. I want to thank Liquor Sandwich and Nick for being members of the channel. And that's pretty much it. Catch you guys later.